episode coming up is going to be insane. I think there's like going to be maybe one slow episode, but all right, hold on. I think we're live on YouTube. Can anybody confirm that we are good on YouTube for me, please? I just want to make sure that everything's Gucci. It should be. Oh no, we are not. We're not doing a quiz today. We're just doing a YouTube stream and a Twitch stream, just because I got to open up these cards on both. You know, to show appreciation to Bushy Road for sending me the package. We're good. All right. Thanks, Ayanakoji. Much appreciated. I mean, I should make it through. I should make it through just fine. I just gotta, be drinking a lot of water, not talk too much. But once I get into the swing of things, I think we'll be able to, talk about the episode just fine, and then not be too worried about, coughing up a lung. Hopefully. But yeah. Is the chat going on the YouTube stream too? I don't see my chat on the YouTube stream. Where is it? What the heck? The chat's not showing up. Oh, there we go. What's up? Oh wow, that's a lot of people already. Okay. Darkness, K, mainly Minotaur. What is going on? Really liked when Sung solo leveled all over the place. This is the most solo leveling episode that you're gonna see. Will I be doing a ReZero cut content after solo leveling? Okay, yes. So I'm planning to get the solo leveling video out earlier this week so that I can do ReZero by the end of this week, and then I'm gonna try to do Danmachi at the end of the week after that. But it's a lot. It's actually a lot. So, but the viewership on solo leveling, it's been phenomenal. And compared to how it was before when I was just talking about ReZero, it's understandable. It's understandable why I would want to focus on solo leveling for now over ReZero. But like, I'm fully committed to ReZero as well. I just haven't had the time, simply due to like all this like all the cut content that's been going on in solo leveling, specifically because like, people are actually normally people don't really care for the minor details in the shows that I cover, but like for solo leveling in particular, people are genuinely interested to see like every minor difference, which is a pretty stark difference, because people like to complain like, oh, you're just summarizing specific scenes. But no, I'm not just summarizing specific scenes. I'm giving context so that when I do get to the part that was different about a specific scene, it makes sense, right? Like, imagine like a year from now, someone decides to watch one of my videos and then they come in and it's just me spewing out like random scenes that were different and with no context, right? It wouldn't make for a very cohesive video, because people wouldn't understand at what point I'm talking about what specific thing, right? So it's just future proofing that, and like adds a bit of context so that people understand, even if they come in and watch the videos like a little bit later. Started reading the manhwa after watching your videos and the differences. I'm on chapter 120. Oh, okay. So I every now and then I skip ahead to chapters 116 to about 120, because that's my favorite arc. And so you just passed one of my favorite parts of the manhwa, and we're not going to get that until season 3. But that specific arc is definitely my favorite, if you know what I'm talking about. For the manhwa, guys, chapters the school part. No spoilers in chat though. No spoilers in chat, because we are dealing with a bunch of anime onlys here, so no need to spoil for anybody else. Now, love my videos. Thank you, appreciate it. Do you think Sung Jin-woo stands a chance against Rimuru? No. Rimuru would probably wipe the floor with. If we're talking about like end of series Rimuru, he'd probably. I don't know, actually. End of series, I can't really talk about it without it's like different scales of power, to be honest, actually. So, but yeah, no spoilers in chat. There are a bunch of anime onlys in chat. No spoilers in either chats. The mods will delete the message, might time you out, but you should be okay. Think the Jeju raid will be the finale? Yes, they might even do the there's a mini arc even after Jeju. They probably get to that, to be honest. Am I feeling better? I'm doing okay. I have a slight cough. It's still following me around. You're gonna hear it several times tonight, just because the more my heart gets going, the harder it is for me to like maintain the cough or like keep it down. But it should be okay. What equivalent of manhwa episode is it equal to the anime? So episode 7, which is what we're on right now, we are at chapter 76, and we will be going all the way to chapter 82 of the manhwa. So we ended where he was fighting this this specific demon. We don't know who it is, but you know, yeah. So basically, there was a lot. 6 chapters of decent a decent bit of stuff regarding a couple of side characters. It makes sense that the anime wouldn't include it, but there was quite a lot that they left out, specifically with Lee Min-sung. His whole it wasn't like very important, I would say, but they built him up quite a bit, like his whole plan, the whole press conference. They spent like a decent amount of the novels just talking about like why his specific like hunter ranking is such a big deal. And I think the way that they kind of trivialize it sort of contrasts and highlights how important it is for South Korea to get their 10th S rank hunter. So we'll talk about that, and then the stuff with Jinho's dad, that they really cut that down. Not only did they cut that down, actually, they changed it a lot. So all this stuff here, like Jinho showing up, Sung letting him in, and then Jinho talking to his dad. This very important scene that they kind of shortened a lot. Like, I'm talking, they probably only showed not 10%, probably like they only showed 25% of what actually happened, even in the manhwa. And then they changed quite a bit of what the outcome of this conversation was. And it sort of paints a different picture of the type of relationship Jinho has with his father, as well as the type of person Jinho's father is. And then even Sung's reaction to it at the end here, when Jinho just shows up, they change this as well to make Sung seem more like bro. Anime sometimes takes, this is the first time actually that the anime's made like I wouldn't call it a significant change, but it's like a decent enough change that like it changes the sort of the type of character that's being presented. So here, I'll give you an example. I was going to talk about it in order, but just to like paint the picture and like give you an example right now. Jinho shows up because his father kicked him out, right? They didn't leave on the best of terms. And his dad even closed all his bank accounts. So now he has no money, he has no home, and he literally has to show up here. Obviously Sung doesn't know that, but Sung isn't nice enough as to just, you know, let Jinho in and have him sleep in his room. No. What Sung does is he... Where was it? What Sung does is he slams the door in his face. He's like, comes in like all upset. He's crying. Jinho's like, what the fuck? And then Jinho's like, yo, sorry to bother. I mean, like, you did offer me this position. This is a big thing, too. The fact that they didn't even mention the position and what Sung's plan was. They're going to mention it next episode, but, like, you need to know this eventually. I'll get to it in a second. But Sung just slams the door in his face. He's like, can I crash here? And Sung's like, no. Even locks the door. Turns out, Sung didn't even let Jinho stay. He forced him to go stay in a motel. This man has like, actually, he actually doesn't have infinite money right now, even though he just got a no S rank. This is another bit of cut content because he's actually in serious debt right now because of certain things that he bought at the auction house. But Man just shuts the door and forces him to go to the nearest motel rather than lets him stay over. So yeah, no pity for Jinho. Man's not following the bro code. Didn't want him in whatsoever. But that's why it's like, okay, they're definitely trying to make Sung seem a bit nicer than he actually is. Less of an asshole for sure. But that's why I'm saying like it portrays like a sort of different kind of presents a different character than how Sung actually is, especially in the novel. Sung in the novel is a complete and utter asshole. Here in the anime, they like make him they make him seem like a lot nicer. It's a decent change, but it's like it's just different approaches to how he is, right? I'm glad they made that change since he said he is his little brother. That's true, actually. If you go back a few episodes, when they have their little coffee chat, I forget I think it was like episode 16 or something. Or was it I don't know what episode it was, but basically when they're having pork belly together at the restaurant and then they accept to be like brothers, it's like, okay, like Sung actually treats Jinho as, a proper acquaintance, nice friend. But let's before we start talking about like all the cut content, because there is a lot of cut content, if I was to estimate how long this video would be for this specific episode, it'd probably be about like 25 minutes to half an hour. I might even have to split it up into 2 separate videos because of how much there is. But that just depends on how detailed I want to be. If I want to talk about every specific event and every little scene, then it would definitely be around 25 minutes to half an hour. So, but what did you guys think of this episode? I know that we watched it yesterday. Good, bad, okay. I read a post on Twitter. I don't know how true it was, but apparently the whole thing was animated by one single person. So if the animation seemed a little bit lackluster in comparison to the rest of the episodes, it's because it literally was animated by one, apparently, supposedly. I saw it in a tweet. I don't know if that was actually true or not. Key animated by one dude. Okay, like, did you guys like? Is that confirmed? So I wonder up to which point this season will be on the story. They're gonna end it on after Jeju Island. Key animated by one person. Yeah. I have not talked about any part of the episode yet. I just did a little example with Sung and Jinho, but I'm gonna talk about the entire episode. Don't worry. And there will be a full cut content video as well. Don't you worry. I'm going to be talking about the entire thing episode in my concise video. Don't worry. So this isn't a substitute for my main content. It's just a little live stream I decided to do just for you guys to talk about the episode with you. I like it for what it was. Slow build towards Jeju. Yeah, like they're really like piecing it together bit by bit. I am still genuinely curious. Where is it? If they're just going to completely ignore the country aspect, because like they keep saying, okay, 10th S rank hunter in the country, but they don't ever say what country it is. Okay, wait, where was this? What part of the episode was it? I can't even find it. This ant. Where? I cannot find this the part of the episode. Crap, I just fully lost my train of thought too, thinking about trying to find where this part of the episode was. It's before Tusk starts blasting. Okay, wait, that was like right here. They cut this specific scene really short too, because they're supposed to like give a bit of context as to why it's such a big deal for these hunters who are patrolling this. I literally can't find it. Before the Demon Castle. Okay. We're here. Before the Demon Castle. Okay. Wait, is it even before this? Dude, I am so lost right now. The moonshot. Okay, so between these two scenes here, dude, I swear to God, I'm not. No, okay. I know that scene. I'm talking about the one where they see them on shore, because okay, the point that I'm trying to make is that, okay, here we are. This is supposed to be some random island, some random coastal island in Japan, but the way that they're doing the anime in Japan is that Korea is Japan, South Korea is Japan, right? So it's just like the way that they build this up is going to be completely different from how it is in the manhwa, because the fact that these ants are showing up on a coastal city of a different country makes it an international conflict. So without getting too deep into spoilers, them excluding the country part kind of gets rid of this whole other layer of the anime that makes it more, it makes the world bigger and seem like more connected, if you know what I mean. So I don't think they're going to include this, the whole part where, you know, this is supposed to be Japan, and then Japan's like, oh, we need help, we need Korea's help, because, you know, technically the islands, it's like it's their problem, but it's like seeping out into other countries as well, right? Why did they make Japan South Korea? Well, no, it's because, I don't know if it's because like the way that Japan was portrayed in the manhwa or the source material, and then, you know, since they're animating it and making it in Japan, they don't want to, like, you know, villainize Japan in any particular way. But like it's part of the reason why they changed the names of the main characters from Sungjinu, like these Korean names, to the Japanese names in the Japan version of the anime, right? Like they had the voice actors dub the entire thing twice, specifically so that they could do the lines both with the Korean names and the Japanese names, right? And like, I'm sure you've noticed that they haven't mentioned Korea or the name of the country once throughout the entire anime. There's been no like borders set. There's been no sort of specific countries named, other than Hwang Dong-soo from America and the fact that he betrayed his country, though we don't know whose country that is, right? So that's going to be a pretty big question mark on how they do these next few episodes, because like the whole Jeju Island raid arc involves an international effort, and it changes it'll change like the narrative if they don't include that specific part of it, or at least make it seem a bit more superficial or flat, I would say. You think they did say Korea? I mean, if you could find it, that'd be great, because then that would mean that they're not going to like change it too much. No, we will get the country except second, because second hint was at when Jinwoo's dad spoke English in America. Well, it's okay to do America, but the whole Korea-Japan thing is like such a gray area right now. We literally, they did say Korea? Okay, then we should be good, right? They don't saying where it is cooler because I think the anime passes in Brazil. What's up, Ishtar? How you doing? Hope you're doing good. All right, so yeah, overall, still a good episode. Love to see what was happening with like the S rank reveal and then the Jeju Island build up, but they did leave out a lot. So let's start from the very beginning. You know, where I think the first thing to open up would be, hold on, let me pull up my notes. It's essentially the whole, I guess, narrative surrounding Lee Min-sung. Because, you know, from what we see here in the anime, he's in it for, 5 minutes? Sung gets his S rank reveal, and then bang, that's it. Whereas, like, in the manhwa novel, they kind of build him up as, you know, this guy, like, kind of popular. He is popular, actually. The way they describe him in the novel is like, okay, this is Asia's top superstar. All right, do you know what, like, him getting his hunter ranking is like genuinely a big deal because like this guy is one of the most famous people on the entire continent. He's an actor, yeah, literally a superstar. So the whole drama surrounding this specific, press conference was that he's an attention whore and he wants as many cameras and as much media around surrounding him as possible. So basically what was going on in the background was people were spreading rumors how his dad, who was also an important figure in the grand scheme of things, was doing stuff with the government to prevent him from doing mandatory military service. And if you know, in South Korea, part of the thing is like when you turn a certain age, unless you're a faker, T1 faker, you have to do your mandatory military service. Like even for K-pop stars, actors, whoever you are, when you turn a certain age, you got to do your military service, right? So his dad was pulling strings to have him skip that, essentially. And people were catching on and people were talking shit about him on the internet because like what makes him so special other than the fact that, he's Asia's biggest superstar, right? Like he should still have to do it. Now, who is this man's father? Well, that would be the vice chairman of Yujin Construction. And if you know Yujin Construction, you'd know that is Jinho's dad's company. So in a way, Jinho is kind of acquainted with Lee Min-sung because both their dads are the top dogs in Jinho's dad's construction company, which is the number one corporation in South Korea, right? So there's that whole sort of like thing going on in the background where, there's like all those rumors spreading and how he's not that great of a person. So he needs to do some public, like he needs to fix up his public image. And his idea to fix up the public image was, okay, I just became a hunter. I already know I'm an A rank hunter, but the press doesn't know that. So I'm going to make a big press conference out of it and make it seem like I'm this saint because, like if I retire and become this hunter who serves the people, then people will think, oh my gosh, he's such an amazing person, right? When is episode 7 cut content coming out? Siona, don't worry. The cut content will be coming out probably Tuesday or Wednesday. It depends. It's a lot of cut content. The taking responsibility scene was handled badly. It was an awesome scene in the manhwa. Well, yeah. So essentially, he decides to start the press conference early because he sees all the cameras here. He sees he thinks the guild masters are fighting over him. So he thinks, peak time for me to make my entrance. I can talk to them for like half an hour and then, do my assessment and everything will be good, right? Didn't really go the way he wanted because as he's hyping up the press and being like, oh, don't worry, we're going to get to it soon, Sung shows up. And, Sung in the novel and Sung in the manhwa being the I guess, confident and what's the word I'm looking for? Turf Gaming, is this the first time watching your live streams? Thanks for all the cut content over the years, especially Fate and Overlord. No problem. Thank you so much for the $5. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm glad that you like the videos. Hope you enjoy the stream as well. Arrogant, thank you. Arrogant. Sung in the novels is a lot more arrogant, and he shows up, he sees all these reporters, and he thinks to himself, why do I need to take the back door, or why do I need to stealth myself into the association building when I was invited here, right? So he's thinking like, okay, maybe I'm just gonna shove my way through, and I was invited here, therefore I have a right to come in through the front entrance. Now, this guy, this is Lee Min-sung's manager, and he was supposed to be Lee Min-sung's manager. What happened was Sung gets stopped by him, and Sung's like, I was invited here, let me in. And this guy's like, no, can't you see we're a bit busy right now? You need to wait. And Sung's getting pissed off. He's getting pissed off. And this guy, he's a D rank hunter. So he thinks he's kind of hot stuff dealing with like regular people, not knowing who it's like a hunter in front of him too. So he tries to shove Sung. And he tries to do it with like enough force that if Sung was a normal person, then, he would have been badly injured, and Sung could feel that from the way that from how hard the guy tried to push him. But Sung's strong, so this guy D-rank Hunter tries to push Sung. Sung doesn't even budge, but Sung could feel that if he was a normal person, then that could have really hurt and fucked him up pretty badly, right? So now Sung's genuinely pissed at this guy, and there's all this press around, and the press can sort of feel like the mood's changing a bit because Sung's getting angry. He just wants to go inside, right? So now all the press is thinking like, wait, what's going on here, right? They're distracted from Lee Sung, and they're all focused on Sung and this manager, thinking they're about to throw hands. Luckily, that's when Go shows up, Chairman Go, and the chairman's like, Alpha Soup, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. That's a lot. Thank you, man. So, Chairman Go shows up. He's like, okay, like, that's my guest. Let him in. And when that happens, now the press is really distracted because Chairman Go never greets anybody, right? Like, even when the chairman was escorting Sung on the inside, like, for every worker he passed, all of them were, like, so shocked because, important people like government ministers, politicians, business people, they would show up, and the chairman would never come in and greet him. Yet here, the chairman was escorting whoever this was. So, obviously, that caught the attention of all the press here, and they're thinking, like, yo, who is that? Why did the chairman clear his schedule for that specific person? Like, this could be a big story, right? So, now Lee Sung is thinking to himself, wow, like, why is this attention not on me anymore? Chairman Go is mega important, even for an S-rank hunter. What video player is that? I hate Crunchyroll controls. This is, it's VLC. It's VLC. Should have added Lee Sung's manager into the shadow. What use would Sung have for a D-rank hunter in his shadow army? None. When's the next stream? Make sure not to be late. I don't know yet. Probably in the season finale. So probably at the end of next month will be. Fluffy18, thank you so much. Thanks for liking the videos. Appreciate you. Okay, but anyway, so Lee Sung, he's thinking to himself, wow, the press aren't paying attention to me anymore. I need to get them back on me because, like, when that happened, the press were now distracted. They were even, like, packing up their cameras, getting ready to go. So Lee's thinking, okay, shit, what do I got to do to get, like, these people back? And that's when he comes up with the clever idea. Let me go inside and do my assessment early so that, I can reveal I'm an A rank and then, tell the press what his plans were as a hunter. Because that's why the press was here to begin with, right? Up until now, the big headline was going to be, okay, what is Lee Sung, Asia's biggest superstar, going to be doing with his hunter status, right? Everybody wanted to know, like, it's the biggest gossip, so he figured, okay, to get things back on me, let me just make that announcement quick, and then I can get that press, like, keep the press conference going. So he tries to go in. We saw Woo Jinchul out here is just like, nah, you can't come in. You gotta wait till 11, and it's 10:30, right? So Lee, they actually like make a point that he's extremely smart when it comes to maintaining his public image and like sort of manipulating the media and like doing all that stuff. So it's like one of his special talents to be able to like come up with these ideas on the fly. So he knows like stalling the media for half an hour till 11 a.m. isn't good. That's like going to be really bad. So what he does is he's like, yo, Mr. Wu, like, I don't know who you are, but you should know who I am. My dad is the vice chairman of the Yujin Construction, and Yujin Construction is the biggest sponsor of the Hunter Association. So he's threatening Wu right now, saying like, listen, if you don't let me in, then, there'll be bad consequences for the Hunter Association, and, you're not going to like that. Hold on one second. Marty, thank you so much for the $10. My MMA stream ended, saw this going on, so jumped in while playing my visual novel game. What game are you playing? Love the content on your channel. Watched this episode like 4 times already. 4 times? Man, it's only been out 1 day. I'm glad that you're liking it, so. This whole season has been awesome. Oh yeah, it's been phenomenal. It's been so freaking good. It's crazy. Can you please upload? I'm at work. We'll watch the whole thing. Yeah, don't worry. This live stream will be available to watch towards the or on the channel even after, so don't you worry. But anyway, continuing on, yeah, Lehman Sung's threatening Wu right now, saying, "Are you sure you and the association can handle the fallout of the consequences of like me telling my dad?" It's like when people is like, "Oh, my dad works for Halo. He'll get you banned." You know, that fucking middle school shit that happened in the early days of Xbox Live. So it was pretty funny because Wu was like, yeah, we actually can, and then he gave him that sort of look as of don't mess with me right now. It was this look. I really wish they did the glowing eyes. I know the glowing eyes is like unique to Sung, but they did it here in the manhwa, and it was so much better. It was so much better. I was hoping like he would have like an aura to him, just so that like Lehman Sung's a skilled enough hunter to be able to recognize, you know, okay, an A rank hunter, he's stronger than I am, right? Okay, wait, where is it? Right here. Like, isn't this so much more menacing? This is like so much more menacing than this, right? So you can see why Lee backed off a bit, right? Like Wu was ready to just fucking smack this man for sure. He was just a peak athlete then. No. So the anime did do it. Just like I just think the aura in the manhwa was better. Obviously, you know, you can only animate so much. Like this just looks like he's trying to rizz him up or something like that. But low tier A rank versus high tier A rank. What is Wu ranked? He's cream of the crop A rank. Yeah, Wu is like one of the top upper A rank hunters. So he's up there. Hey, love the vid. Just wondering what made you say that no matter how powerful his magic was, what Choi wouldn't. Yeah, so to explain that, it's the same reason why Beck earlier on said he couldn't solo a B rank gate by himself. You know, S rank hunters are powerful, but when it comes to soloing, doing things solo the way that Sung does, they can't. Like, so you saw how Choi, right, was impressed by Sung's physical ability, right? The reason he was impressed was because Sung's classified as a mage type hunter. Mage type hunters don't possess that sort of same physical prowess that a melee type hunter would. So he can't move, jump around, have super like crazy agility the same way that Sung does, right? So imagine Choi has to deal with all these high orc warriors from last episode, right? You know, even 20 of them. Right? Like, imagine, like, he can use his magic, sure. Like, if they're all surrounding him, or if they're all in a straight line in front of him, but he has to hope that his magic doesn't miss, right? Because if they surround him and they have him circled, he can't kill all of them himself. Like, it wouldn't be possible. Like, for even Cha in the novel, she specifically states, like, even she wouldn't be able to handle 20 high orc warriors solo by herself. Willie, thank you so much for the 500 bits, man. Appreciate you. Thank you. That's a lot. And Ella, thank you so much for the 10 bits as well. Admit Overlord is your favorite anime, or we burn the... Overlord is one of my favorite animes. Warren, thank you so much for the $5 too. Hype indeed. Hype indeed. But this is the thing about S-rank hunters. The fundamental difference between them and Sung, right? I had mentioned it at the end of my last cut content. It's that they can't cover every role the same way that Sung can cover every role. So for Choi, like, he can probably take out half these high orcs, but the moment he uses his one attack, and that's it. Like, they'd already be closing in the gap on him. He has no tank to take aggro. He's purely a mage, and then that's it, right? So he doesn't have the physical ability to sort of like dodge around and attack at the same time. So like defend, attack, evade, like all that stuff. He can't do that, which is why, you know, Choi can't do the same thing that Sung does. Glass cannon build, essentially, right? So that's why he was so disappointed with his moniker of being, you know, the ultimate hunter, right? Like, it's a name, yes. He's the strongest in terms of magical ability. I mean, not anymore, but he was. But he couldn't do what Sung did, even if he wanted to, right? Can Choi only one burst fire output? I think that's his specialty. His specialty is fire magic, and I think that's what he's limited to. So I don't know if he has any other particular magic abilities, but fire is his specialty. Do you think Choi can compete with Shadow Tusk with Orb? I think if Shadow Tusk has Orb, Choi gets gapped. I think if Choi has Orb, Tusk gets gapped. But I think one-on-one, I think Tusk actually... Regular Tusk beats Choi, but Shadow Tusk loses to Choi because of the nerf, I think. He's good against Hordes. He is good against Hordes, though, if they're standing in a straight line in front of him, right? Like, if Choi was surrounded, then he's done. He's doomed. Like, he would get fucked up. There's nothing he could do to defend himself if he's surrounded. So, shadows get nerfed? Yeah, so when a person becomes a shadow soldier, or like is extracted as a shadow soldier, I forget what the exact number was, but I think it was mentioned to be like 30% decreased or something. Ella, so when will you get Isekai and give us a reel from another world? One day, maybe. We'll see. Croak, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Appreciate you. He's a choke point holder, I guess. Is it 50%? If it's a 50% debuff, that's actually quite significant. Then, yeah. The YouTube chat's saying it's 50%, so... But, yeah, it's in the novel, and it's also, I think, mentioned once in the manhwa how when Sung does extract, his soldiers do get debuffed. They do get debuffed. But, like, listen, they level up as well. So, one of the cut content pieces from this part of the story is when he split his squads up into 6 different groups, right? He reconvened with them after, like, 3 days of them just, like, nonstop grinding, and... Iron or tanks for example went up from level 14 to level 24. So they're initially debuffed, but they grow in strength with him. So like they're not always going to be the same level as they are when they're initially extracted. They are going to become stronger over time. They just need to grind levels the same way that Sung does. And keep in mind too that Sung also gets the same experience when his soldiers do the leveling for him. Hello, AniNews fan for a long time. Please keep the good work. What shows are you doing next? Doing solo leveling, and then I'm going to try to do... I don't know what I'm going to do next season. Probably do the Overlord cut content starting in, like, April. But I don't know what I'm going to do yet for next season. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. $100? Holy moly, Charles. Charles, you did not have to do that, but thank you so much. I very much appreciate that donation. Thank you. Oh my gosh. And then 75 from Gauss. I've been watching you since the start of Shield Hero cut content. You make everything much more. Guys, the support is phenomenal. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Oh man. I can't keep up with all of it. It's crazy. And then I think I missed one more. Felty with the $10 as well. What website do you use your manhwa material from? Is it free or do you have to pay money to use it? So, you should... it's a tough question. I'm just going to show the website that I'm using right now, just because, but then, there. And then, I used to use Mangafly, just because it's easier to read than, but like, this is the one that I use right now. For now. What about the beginning of the end cut content? I don't know if beginning of the end is going to be a good show, guys. I don't know what to tell you, man. Like that trailer looked pretty iffy. So, I mean, if it turns out to be like decently popular, then I could try. But man, I don't know if it's gonna hit or not. So. Okay. Anyway. So the next part we were at was basically, so yeah, Press was trying to leave. Lee Min-sung was trying to threaten Woo. Woo's like, nah, you can't threaten shit. So then Lee had to come up with a whole new plan, and that was to announce that he was retiring from being Asia's top superstar, right? So this was his plan to begin with. He was gonna get his assessment and be like, okay, you know what? I'm a sick hunter. I'm gonna join this guild for 2 years. Promote the Reapers Guild, get paid a top-notch salary, and at the same time make it seem like, you know, I'm doing all this work for the people. And then that will make people think, oh, he's so awesome. Look at all this work that he's doing to help the community. And then that will get, you know, news away from the fact, you know, that he's not doing his military service and all that stuff. So what he does is he actually is like, okay, fuck it. They're not going to do my assessment. I'm just going to make the announcement now. And he yells out, I'm retiring. And no matter what my rank is, I'm going to become a hunter and help people. So you got to keep in mind, like, that's kind of a big deal because to the press, they don't know he knows what his rank is already. So they're thinking, holy moly, this man could become an E rank hunter and then he's still going to retire from his successful acting career and make a living as an E rank hunter. That's crazy. Like, he must really love the people then. This is like the type of media manipulation that, you know, Lee Min-sung was going for here because, you know, it makes him seem like a saint, right? Like, it makes him seem like, you know, I'm putting the people first, you know, I'm supporting my fans, my community, my country, and, you know, it's a lot easier to say that when you know you're an A rank hunter because you're powerful enough to survive pretty much most gates short of like an S rank gate, right? So it's crazy how different you sound when talking normally opposed. I mean, I could talk in my YouTube voice, so it would just be weird, right? It would be like I'm reading off a script essentially. The funny thing is everyone low-key respect him from the last chapter of the Ragnarok series. I mean, if he gets like a little glow up and a turnaround, then kudos, more props to him. Right now he's kind of an asshole. Do you think we have enough episodes to finish after the Jeju Island event, or will there? No, we are 100%. We are 100% finishing Jeju Island. We're like this season. We're Jeju Island is 100% getting finished this season. And also, thank you so much, Blackbeard, for the $4.99. Appreciate you. What is Solo Leveling Ragnarok? It's a continuation after the end of Solo Leveling. I actually haven't read that myself, but I do need to. I've been planning to. Is this season 24 episodes? No, the season is only 13 episodes. What's the uwu? So the uwu sound effect is from, I don't know why it's not showing up on the, oh, there we go. It's from that. Basically, I have a super chat, thing, and it's, from, what's her name? Nero from Fate. Fate Extella, I believe. And she says umu umu a lot, and that's what it's from. Yeah. You're gonna love Ragnarok? Okay, I see, like, the reason why I didn't start Ragnarok yet is because I didn't want to ruin the original by, you know, I wasn't sure if it was like a cash grab or like a silly continuation to the story or what it was. So I was a bit nervous to kind of like get into it. So I was gonna give it like let it have like more chapters before going into it. But I hear it's really good. So I do need to get into it. It is good. It is good. I think they have to cut a lot to get to. I mean, they already are. Like, okay, so we could do some quick maths here. Story arcs, solo leveling. All right, so we are at chapter 82, right? Wait, what the heck? Yeah, no, we're 100, and we're doing about 5 chapters at a time, right? So if we're gonna make it to the Jeju Island, we have, what is it, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 6. Jesus, voice cracked. We have 6 episodes left. So approximately that's 30 chapters. So if we're at chapter 82 and we're doing 5 chapters per, 30 chapters, if they're going at the rate that they're going at, which they've been going at for the entire thing, that will bring us to chapter 112. And chapter 112 is right here in the middle of the Jeju Island arc. Now, are they going to skip a lot of stuff? You bet your ass they are. Granted, they're probably going to skip Let me see. They're probably going to skip the grind to the top of the tower and go straight. I think if they finish Baran by episode 9, the Demon King at the top of the castle, and then they get to Jeju Island and do that in 3.5, 4 episodes. I don't think they ended after that specific part, Mr. Uncommon. All right, let's go back here. Remember, no spoilers in chat. Don't ruin it for the anime onlys. No, don't say anything that shouldn't be said. Please, mods, remove anything that comes off as spoilers. Last episode might be a solid 10 chapter. It could be, but I promise you, they are not going to end it on a cliffhanger. I promise you that. No cliffhangers. That is not going to happen. They just won't. They just won't. All right, but anyway, so he does all this. Sung's getting his assessment while this is happening, and then, you know, part of this part here, this part was for the most part similar in the novel. What happened was Sung actually didn't summon more than one soldier. He summoned only one. This measly one soldier right here. And the reason for that is because, you know, this guy, like regular person, he can already like sense like significant power coming from this specific soldier. And I forget what was the specific, let me check my notes real quick. There was a specific reason why he didn't want to summon more than one. Let me see. Yeah, no, he just decided not to. The chairman didn't ask him to summon more than one soldier, so Sung just like, yeah, I mean, he's just like, I can summon 100 more of these. And for the chairman, he could sense that this specific soldier, this is his weakest soldier, by the way. This is the weakest one that Sung pulled out, specifically so that he wouldn't scare the examiner. And then Sung's like, yeah, I can just pull out 100 more of these guys. So then chairman goes like, oh, wow, like, if he can pull out 100 personal B-rank hunters, then that pretty much indicates Sung like is as powerful as a large guild already, right? So there was actually a decent amount where, you know, Chairman Go was getting the sparkle in his eyes for Sung, because even before this, you know, Chairman Go was kind of in like a questionable position, wondering, you know, okay, what is it that Sung wants? You know, he said he wants to fight monsters, but is that true? You know, he went and did this stuff with the Hunters Guild. he's like kind of an enigma when it comes to his actions. So like, who is he? Well, what happened was Wu came back from that incident with the Hunters Guild and sort of like gave a recap of what he saw and what had happened. And when sorry, it's my cough is catching up to me. Give me a second. I apologize. Sorry, guys. Okay. Think I'm okay. Okay. So what happened was, you know, when Wu's recounting this story to the chairman is like, he's imagining it like he's there in person, and he hears how, you know, Sung saved the Hunters Guild and didn't take any loot whatsoever, and, you know, didn't even ask for a thank you. He just did it out of the goodness of his heart. Little did he know that, you know, Sung got exactly what he wanted. He got 3 levels from it. He got a new shadow. But, you know, the chairman doesn't need to know that. So from the chairman's perspective, Sung wanting to fight monsters is accurate with what he said before. Like, he just wants to fight monsters. And it's the fact that, he took nothing in return, he wasn't greedy, that sort of corroborated that statement and confirmed, okay, maybe Sung is the person he says he is and is the person he thinks he is. So the chairman here was like extremely happy with who Sung was, and because, as long as Sung's interests aligned with the associations, which was, to help the country and, defeat monsters, clear gates, then, he, as like the leader of the association, was willing to do as much as he could to support Sung for like as long as was needed. Because, it's not often you come across a hunter who isn't greedy. Like even these two, they're pretty greedy in and of themselves, right? Like they're so focused on, adding this new hunter, a new S rank hunter, to become like the top guild in Korea, that it's like they're forgetting like why they even do it in the first place, right? Okay, Radar, making a nice little clip of me dying on stream, man. But Wu and Shaw saw him turn Tuscan. Yes, they 100% saw that happen, but they don't know like what that is. They don't understand what his powers are or anything like that. So they don't know that he used them to further his own powers, right? So Chairman Go never actually worked as a hunter? That is correct. Yes. Chairman Go became an S rank hunter when he was too old to actually fight. He's still very much powerful, but he was Korea's first S rank hunter, which is why he's in the position he is in. So he used his power for different means to sort of build up the Hunter Association, make it have the power it has now. So like he is extremely powerful, but no one's ever actually seen him fight before. Yeah, he was the first S rank hunter. Yes. The power that's felt coming out the door is at only 1/6 since the... Well, technically in the novel, he didn't feel any power. He summoned one shadow and that was it. Like the power they felt was specifically just like him summoning one shadow. And they're like, oh shit, that's crazy. I'm anime only, but imagine the chairman becomes some... I think if Sung tried to extract the chairman's shadow right now, he wouldn't be able to, because the success rate of extracting shadows, I think even now the chairman would be stronger than Sung. And I think at least at this point in the story. I don't know if that's true or not. I could be just like, because it's hard to say how strong the chairman is. Do I delete these live streams? I do not delete these live streams, no. He won't? I mean, yeah, could be. Do we know what the creator considers the more for Jinru between... Oh, what the creator considers the more definitive personality for Jinru between web novel and manhwa? I do not, but I think the Sung in the manhwa, web novel, and anime, he has 3 distinct personalities, and, it's varying degrees of assholeness or arrogance, and this is the least arrogant portrayal of Sung that we get. The manhwa does like a nice little hybrid of, he's a bit conceited, a bit confident, and then the novel is just like, I'm here to fuck shit up, and yeah. Jinwoo did assess the chairman's power. Yes, he did. First time on stream, and holy shit, you sound so different. This is my normal voice when I'm not reading off a script, so... I could read off a script if you want, and then I can do the YouTube voice, and then it'll sound like that, but it's not natural for like conversational speaking. Now, I'm going to skip ahead to one specific scene that I actually found really interesting, and it only works because it ties back to a scene in the novel, but there's a whole sort of investigative rabbit hole that Beck goes down, and this is actually a great scene because I love the callback. So, right here was when Beck sort of realizes, holy shit, Sung's a lot stronger than he was before. And the reason why that was because these are his eyes of the beast, and when these are active, he can accurately sense people's powers, like he was using a manometer, or like the things from Dragon Ball Z where you can see like someone's power level. That's essentially what these eyes do. And he didn't activate them purposefully. Like they activated instinctively, because what happened was when Sung did this little jump here, there was a very brief moment where he activated his magic power. And that magic power was so overwhelming, though so very brief, that it instinctively caused Beck to activate his Eyes of the Beast, right? And then when that happened, that's when Beck realized, holy shit, like, this is the second time he's activated his eyes. The first time was after the Redgate incident, and when he did that, he could sense Sung's power, but it wasn't enough to know, like, he was stronger. Like, at that point in the story, after the Redgate incident, which was when Sung had just barely reached the S rank, Beck was confident he could win in a fight against Sung. It was just, he would require, like, a limb. He would need to lose, like, a limb or an arm to do so. Here, when he sensed him with his eyes right now, it was, like, Sung's power was so incredibly greater that, like, he knew him and Choi wouldn't stand a chance, like, whatsoever. So, this leads into, you know, the thought that, like, okay, like, I know for a fact this man is stronger than he was before, and I also know for a fact that if he was reawakened, he would have reawakened a long time ago, so is he someone who can get stronger? Is he someone who can level up? So, this leads to, like, a whole investigative rabbit hole where, you know, he goes back to his office, Beck goes back to his office, and he locks himself in his room, and then he uses every sort of asset at his disposal to determine what is Sung, like, who is this person, like, did he reawaken, like, what's going on here. So he goes onto his computer, you know, goes to, like, a secret hunter website that literally only the top rank hunters have access to, and it has, like, every hunter secret imaginable, like, inside this specific in this specific website. And he's scrolling through it, spends, like, an hour, finds absolutely nothing about hunters who can level up. So he, like, starts searching the web, you know, spends hours on Google, like, searching, finds absolutely nothing. So then, you know, he's 3 hours into his investigation, and he can't find shit. He's getting ready to give up. And, you know, right when he's about to close, like, those last tabs, he finally searches in, and he's like, hunter level up power into Google. And he's just, like, mindlessly scrolling through pages, just trying to see anything. And right when he's about to, like, quit because he doesn't see anything, he sees one random forum post. And I don't know if you guys watched my cut content from season 1, but if you remember in season 1, episode 3, there was a cut scene where Sung he's released from the hospital, and he goes home, and he's just doing the exact same thing that Beck's doing now. He's searching about hunters who can level up, get stronger, and he's like, he finds nothing too. So what Sung does back then in season 1, right when he's released from the hospital, he posts on a public hunter forum specifically asking, you know, are there hunters who can level up or get stronger? Like, does anybody have the same condition, you know, where they can, you know, they level up and they can put stats into, like, various attributes, and it makes you stronger. Here, I'll even pull up the actual post, because the wording is very important, because the wording describes exactly how Sung's power works, and it essentially gives Beck the clue he needs to realize, okay, is this what's going on here? Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Let's see. Where was it? Okay, title. Something weird has happened to me. Like, literally, this man posted on Reddit or something, the Hunter subreddit, asking what's going on. I can suddenly see my stats and numbers like in a video game, and I can even increase their values too. Is there anyone who has experienced something similar to me? So this was the forum post that Sung posted months ago when he got released from the hospital, when he was first trying to figure out the system. And Beck just stumbled upon it, right? And the thing is, like, every comment is, like, fully clowning on Sung for being an idiot and thinking, like, this is ridiculous, that's not real. But now that Beck has the idea that, you know, the impossible is possible, you know, a hunter can level up, he's like, okay, I need to look into this further. So what he does is he calls up On. He's like, tell me exactly what Sung was doing the day that this post was made. And, you know, because the White Tiger Guild had been creating an extensive file on Sung, they're actually able to backtrack and see exactly what it is Sung has been doing for the past for the past for the past few months, right? They have it like completely dated, backlogged, and whatnot. So On takes like 5 minutes, pulls up the file, and then says, "Oh, Sung was unconscious in the hospital," and he's like, "Oh, what? Okay." And then On's like, "What else happened?" He's like, "Oh, that's actually the day that he woke up," and so that's essentially the clue that Beck needed to sort of look into Sung's file himself. So he goes in and sees that, oh, it's the same date like as the Double Dungeon incident. And then Beck remembers how, oh, I was part of that. That person that I saved, he didn't know it at the time, but he remembered that was Sung. That's this guy who is now this S-rank hunter, right? So all these clues are kind of like getting pieced together in Beck's mind as he sort of like reads Sung's file and like sees, all these posts and, sees what he's been up to. And, slowly but surely he's like piecing together, like, before the Double Dungeon incident, he only helped out with association raids, like low-level stuff, and was always in the hospital. But after the Double Dungeon incident, he was joining freelance raid teams and, clearing C-rank dungeons with, separate squad teams. So it's just like, what clearly the Double Dungeon incident is the turning point for Sung. And if that's the case, then, this isn't just your normal reawakening. This is something more. And he goes back to the post and he's like, listen, like, if he can see his stats and increase them like how it was in a video game, and there's no limit on what he can increase them, then Beck kind of comes to the conclusion that this is a lot more serious than he thought it was. Right? Like, for a hunter to be able to increase their power infinitely, this is world changing. So he thinks himself the fool because, to think that he could even recruit this man into his guild was absurd to begin with. Like, him and Choi had just been wasting their time because, a man like that could easily start their own guild, and it was only a matter of time before that person would become the leader of the top guild in South Korea. Like, it was only natural. So he's thinking like, oh, I wasted so much time. What was even the point of that? It's just like completely ridiculous. And as he's thinking about, all these things about his guild and how he's going to lose his position in the top 2 and all that stuff, he's like, wait, like, it's greater than that. Like, the existence of Sung as a hunter is literally going to turn the world on its head because it disproves the fact that, hunters can only get stronger by reawakening. And if Sung's ability to sort of level up and, like, the way that he says in his post is true, then, that will change everything. So Beck is kind of realizing, how significant such an existence is. And he's thinking, wow, I really need to get into a room with this guy and like talk to him sort of like to confirm what's going on and, just see like the full extent of how everything is going. But he's so worried because he can't even get the man to pick up his phone calls for recruiting offers. So like, why would he even talk to him about something else, right? So he's a lot more clued in to what Sung is and what he's capable of than anybody else at this point. And I think him sort of going back and finding that forum post and, going on that like kind of like detective spree was a pretty interesting scene that shows, Beck's a bit more insightful than we thought. He's a lot more aware than we thought. And, people, if he can figure that out, then maybe other people can too. So bro's already knowing. I've been reading the light novel and there's so many extra things that weren't even in the yeah, no, seriously, the light novel has a lot. And the anime really skips out on this stuff from these extra scenes with the side characters from the light novel. And it makes it like less in-depth, I would say. Anyway. So that was that specific scene with Beck. I'm trying to think, was there anything back here? Oh yeah, I keep forgetting to finish the best part of the whole Lehman Sung story. Basically, the moment Sung got his license, the system, like the association has an app, a hunter app that the press likes to use to keep track of like the going-ons in the hunter world. And essentially, the moment Sung got his license, that app updated with his status. And then the moment that app updated, every reporter present started getting a phone call being like, did you get the news? New S rank hunter, get on it, get on it, get on it. And this was right in the middle of Lee Min-sung announcing like his plans to retire and, you know, serve the people, yada, yada, yada. So people are talking on the phone, like no one's paying attention to him anymore. And they're all like, oh, who's this Sung Jin-woo guy? Was this the guy that was just like squaring up with Lee Min-sung's manager? Is that who this person was? So then everyone's on their phone, and then they're trying to like break in through the front door of the association because they all want to get a chance to talk to Sung since he's a new S rank hunter. And that's essentially how everybody knew about his status before pretty much like even him. So what's up, El Krakow? Thank you for the Prime resub. We've been good. Just been doing a lot of solo leveling content. You know how it is. I hope someday you can make videos on Ragnarok. The sequel, as the manhwa, has made many changes from the novel. They are very different. Okay. Maybe. This anime reminds me so much of the Hunter x Hunter. The chairman is the same VA as Netero. You're just saying that because of the ants. All right, now this is the other massive cutscene, and I don't even know if I can fully explain the extent to which they slimmed this down, but I'm gonna try. And it's also gonna deal with some stuff that some of you might consider spoilery. It's small stuff, but it is stuff that is gonna be revealed later on. But you need to know it from this specific conversation because it's important. It's important to know. It's also the exact point that it was revealed here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. The reason, I don't know why they avoided it, but the reason why Jinho is joining up with Sung is because Sung is starting his own guild. Okay? And Sung asked Jinho here in this conversation to be vice guild master. Now that's not the big spoiler. Like that was pretty much a given considering his powers and his ability. So this was what was revealed in this conversation, as well as this conversation here, how Jinho was like, listen, I can't be the person you want me to be for the Yujin Guild. I'm actually going to join Sung's guild as a vice guild master. Fair, but before Jinho made that reveal, there was this whole sort of conversation where, initially Jinho's dad was actually happy and content with the progress Jinho had made with regards to Sung. Despite having failed to sort of bring Sung into their guild, he was at least happy that he made an acquaintance out of an S rank hunter because, he goes into this whole sort of explanation as to why it was he wanted to make the Yujin Guild in the first place. And it wasn't for money. It wasn't to become part of a market that was expanding. It wasn't to go toe-to-toe with these guilds who were swallowing up the economy. It was simply to protect himself and his family. And the reason why that is because in this world, you have this world where, hunters are getting progressively powerful. And, it's only a matter of time before the laws and the government can't do anything about these hunters because, in some countries you have hunters who are so powerful that they're treated as kings. And they essentially rule their countries with an iron fist, essentially. And, Jinho could see that also. Anonymous, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Do work, get paid. Hi, AniNews. Your content has brought me amusement and entertainment sufficient that you've earned Well, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. I'm glad that you enjoy the content enough to give back. So thank you. I really do appreciate the $10. But now, so the whole thing was his mindset was okay, in this world where hunters are getting increasingly strong, they're as strong as entire nations' militaries, we need to figure out a way to protect ourselves because we can't rely on the government. We can't rely on the legal system to protect us because the government and the legal system doesn't have power to control these all-powerful beings that are hunters. And hunters are just getting more powerful by the day. So his thought process was that, okay, in this ever-changing world, in this ever-changing landscape where hunters are going to be the new, not dictators, but essentially determining factor of who is and who isn't. He needs to surround himself with people who are powerful. And that part of that included creating the guild so that he could find hunters that they could trust and rely on to protect them from, these other hunters that might not have the same good intentions as other people might, right? So essentially that was the whole point of creating the Yujin Guild in the first place, find hunters that they could rely on and, have them be there to protect sort of the family. Now, the fact that Jinho was able to find a person, an S-rank hunter at that he could trust, that he could rely on, it showed that he was able to do something that Jinho's father hasn't yet even been able to do himself. He found a person who was capable of, not defending, but like a hunter who would fight for him, who would like protect him, who he could rely on and trust. And, that was good enough for Jinho's dad. He was happy that his son was able to do that. He had passed whatever makeshift test that was. And it's because of that, Jinho's father's like, okay, you can run the Yujin Guild. I'll let you do it. You've showed potential. You've shown you understand like what needs to be done, and it's yours. And, Jinho, happy as he was, is like, nah, I'm going to take Sung up on his offer and become Vice Guildmaster of the guild that he's going to make. And that's when Jinho's dad loses it. He's not accepting of it like he is in the anime. Jinho's not happy. I wouldn't say he loses it, but he's like, the moment that word is said, he's like trying to hide his frustration. He just asks, why? Why would you do that? And Jinho's like, it's what I want to do. So that's when Jinho's father is like, I didn't raise you to be like this. I didn't raise you to work for somebody. Like, I raised you to work for yourself. Like, he should know that the Yujin Guild, Jinho already knows that the Yujin Guild has several S-rank hunters already deep in negotiations for contracts. So it was only a matter of time before the Yujin Guild became the number one guild in South Korea, like ahead of the Hunters Guild. And like, that's just how much money they had. And Jinho knew that too, but that's why his dad was just like so thrown back by like, why would Jinho give that up? He was working so hard to, become this sort of prominent leader in the family, right? It's what he's been working for the entire time. Ethan, thank you so much for the $2. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. So Jinho, still happy, not regretting his decisions. Like, it's just because. So Jinho's dad kicks him out, cancels all his bank accounts, takes away his apartment, and now Jinho has nowhere to live. So Jinho goes back to Sung, like I said. Is like, I need a place to crash. He's crying, has nowhere to go. Where was it? I think it was. Yeah, he's just like, no, it's in the next one. Where was it? Oh yeah, shows up and then Sung's like, nah, I'm not letting you in. So completely different. He's also crying, by the way, all upset because, I'm sure Jinho didn't expect to get kicked out of the house. Essentially, not disowned, but I mean, I'm sure he felt like that. So, and Sung's just like, nah, I can't let you in. You can't come in here. They actually go a bit deeper into sort of Jinho's dad's intent behind all that, though. Let me see if I can find the notes. I'm sort of blanking because it's a lot of information with regards to that specific scene. Let me see. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay. Hold on one second. I'm just reading up here just so I can get what I need to say. Yeah. So for Jinho's dad, he was just like, this is the consequences of his actions. For him, he was a firm believer that, with everybody's got to be ready for the consequences of their actions, and this was it for Jinho, right? But to go a bit deeper and explain, why it was his dad was so frustrated, it's because, his dad treats his family the same way he treats the company. Orders need to be maintained, and if the order isn't carried out, then he's gonna get upset. No one says no to him. So the fact that his son said no to him, well, that's kind of a big deal because what's the word I'm looking for? Insubordination isn't allowed in the family. It's not allowed at the company, and it's not allowed here because his dad wants him to do what he thinks is best. And there's a certain frustration here for sure, but he wasn't angry. And his wife could tell that he wasn't angry about it because as unhappy and upset as he was about it and disappointed, his expression kind of looked happy a little bit, and the reason I say that is because his wife could tell he was almost kind of grinning. And the reason for that is while he was upset that Jinho said no said no to him, he wasn't upset that Jinho found a passion that he was sort of pursuing himself. And it was that he was actually happy for, because Jinho hadn't exhibited tendencies to sort of pursue something that he himself wanted. It was kind of doing it because he was seeking approval all the time. So the fact that he now was not regretting a choice that he made, which was a big choice, a big life decision that even went against his father, well, that shows a significant step of independence that his dad wasn't used to. Will you be making ReZero content soon? Love your merch. Yes, I definitely will. Don't you worry. Sonny, everyone commenting on your voice. I didn't even realize you were the same channel from your YouTube videos until you referenced them. Oh, well, that's funny. I know, it's a little bit different. But as I said, this is my conversational voice. Basically stripped of all benefits of being in the family, so close enough. Yeah. Big ReZero coming up, especially coming in the next episode when Greed's kind of proud as a father. I know, right? It's he's proud and he isn't. He's got to choose one. Now, this whole part here with the eternal slumber, that's genuinely sad. Also, thank you again for the $2, Ethan. Very much appreciated. Thank you for the support. Appreciate you. Let's see. Where was it? Yeah, so initially his dad chalked it up to where was it? It's right here. His dad chalked it up to, just being tired, but he was actually asleep for 2 whole days. And the reason why he chalked it up to being tired is because he's never slept more than 5 hours in a single day. He's always, grinding, and he doesn't see it necessary to sleep. He's one of those, self-help gurus who are always just don't sleep. You gotta wake up at 5 a.m. and do work. That's total bullshit, by the way. But anyway, he thought that it was just out of tiredness, but then the doctor comes in and is just yeah, no, you actually have eternal slumber. And the thing about eternal slumber is that it's a death sentence in more ways than one. And the reason I say that is because before modern medicine had found a cure for it, not a cure, had found a mitigation technique for it, I suppose. The eternal slumber drained away the afflicted person's life force. So when this disease first came around, everybody who was afflicted with the eternal slumber died from it. It was 100% fatal. Up until they found these machines called these magic crystal life support machines, which we see right here. This keeps the person afflicted with the eternal slumber alive, but they have to be hooked up to it 100% of the time. And if they don't, then the disease will go back to draining the afflicted life's force, right? And then eventually they die. But the thing about the eternal slumber is that no one's ever woken up from it either. So essentially, he's going to keep falling asleep for longer periods at a time until he just doesn't wake up at all. and that's going to happen soon, and there's nothing he can do about it because, there's no cure and it's inevitable. And the doctor's like, listen, what you can do to mitigate it, because what this is like, it's exposure to magic. You can just limit your exposure to magic. And the doctor was essentially recommending he never see Jinho again. Because that's essentially what it is, right? He's been spending more time with Jinho and probably other hunters too, and that exposure is what's causing him to become afflicted with the eternal sleep disease. And there's actually a pretty deep line here, because what this comes down to is essentially natural selection. And the reason why that is because, you have this world where magic is becoming increasingly prevalent. Tools are using magic. Machinery is shown to be running on magical technology and stuff. So it's like, even if he did, banish Jinho and never see him again, his everyday life will have him constantly being surrounded by these magic tools or people who are endowed with magic eventually. Right? There's more and more hunters every day. So it's like, it was impossible to avoid it. So the fact that he himself is a person who can't handle this type of exposure to magic just shows that he's not fit to be part of the new society where, it's more focused around magic. Because, like, as magic becomes more ingrained into society, that just means that people are going to be more exposed to it. And those who are naturally intolerant to it are going to eventually become afflicted with the eternal sleep disease. And society isn't going to stop specifically for them, right? The way inside society is just going to leave them behind. So this is as pure a form of natural selection as it gets. And that kind of came as a shock to Jinho's dad, because, he's someone, he never loses. And he's not going to give up, but like he literally never loses. It's the MHA Quirk Doomsday. A lot of shows are doing an evolution storyline. Was Munghan's eternal slumber caused by Jinho's interactions? Wait, what am I hearing right now? The song I'm listening to is randomly has somebody talking in the background. But anyway, yeah, so I actually do think that it was caused by Jinho's exposure to Sung, and then Sung's Myunghan's secondary exposure to Jinho, who had primary exposure to Sung. That's what I think it was. I don't think Jinho is powerful enough to cause the eternal slumber disease. Any Freaky instead? No, I'm not going to change my name to Any Freaky. Does it affect all non-awakened? If so, is Jinna... No, it only affects those who are intolerant to mana, so that could be... Who knows who that is. It just depends on the... It's probably a person-by-person basis, essentially. I thought Jinhu was going through an awakening or something. No, No, this man... So, he knows he's dead, and he knows he has limited time, but he's not willing to give up yet. Okay, now... There was another massive cutscene, again, even here at the auction house. And, oh my gosh, it's so much cut content. I think I actually need to do 2 separate videos, because this is actually a lot. Okay, let's see. Where do I start with this one? I guess, so after Sung left his reassessment, he calls a taxi and goes straight to the auction house. Right? And what he does is, this is essentially the point that the whole reason he got an S rank was so that he can call the auction house, be like, I have the Orb of Avarice. It increases someone's potential by 100%. I want to sell it. And had he made that same phone call as an E rank hunter, they would have laughed at him and hung up and called him probably some certain names or something. Now, because he was an S rank, they couldn't do that. And this was pretty much the opportunity he'd been waiting for, because now he can go to the auction house and they wouldn't disregard him as an E rank hunter. It's kind of like, it's like that elitist, classist bullshit type stuff, right? So it essentially got him into the door and made it so that they would listen. It's also because, under ideal circumstances, even the best artifact craftsman with the best materials, with the best environment, putting his entire soul into it, would only be able to make an artifact that can improve someone's ability by 50%. So had an E-ranked hunter called the auction house saying, I have one that can improve someone's ability by 100%, and then he said, oh yeah, I'm also an E-ranked hunter, they would have ignored him. It would have been bullshit. But because he's an S rank, they have to listen to him and they have to appraise him. So they're still skeptical about it, but Sung's a potential client who's going to bring them a lot of business in the future. So they are willing to, you sit through the potential bullshit and humor him under the hopes that, okay, like he's going to bring us business later on. So it doesn't matter whether we waste our time with him, not or anyway. So he calls, they're like, okay, we'll see you in a bit. They don't even believe it's Sung at first, so they call the association, check the number, cross-reference it, verify it is him. And then they meet him in the parking lot, and, they start to appraise the Orb of Avarice. And they didn't show this scene, but the whole appraisal process is this, like, lengthy thing, They get a B-rank mage hunter who's also the appraiser. They have him study the orb, and then what they do is they put on a camera. And the camera is so that they can record its effects and then send it to potential clients to show like it actually works. So first what they do is, they measure the B-rank mage hunt type hunter's power using whatever it is. And then a machine spits out a numerical value, and that's the base value of, that person's power. Now they have this hunter hold the orb, the appraiser hold the orb, and, another number pops up, and now it's double. So this verifies and confirms that the orb itself is to a 100% amplification effect. And this is all stuff that they didn't show in the anime, right? They didn't even show him getting that shit appraised. But in the manhwa, they definitely did. Where was it? They showed a little bit of it, actually. Barely any of it, but still showed him it getting appraised nonetheless. Now, what they didn't show after was... So this was them doing it in the manhwa, but they actually did have numerical value on the just to like it's a pretty easy way of verifying that, like, okay, it does double. Like they got the proof with the measurement device. But what they did after was they did a demo, because numbers are one thing, but like seeing the actual item in action, that's a completely different thing. So they go into this room and they have the appraiser cast some magic. It's a AoE blizzard spell, and it's about the size of a truck. And what's the word I'm looking for here? Persistent. He has it going constantly or whatever. He like keeps it going, and then he decides to grab the orb and keep the spell going while he's holding the orb, and then the orb essentially buffs this blizzard spell to the point that it's gonna like freeze the entire room solid if he doesn't cancel it instantly. So that essentially showed that, okay, like it actually does in fact work. So essentially now the appraiser and the employees are thinking, holy shit, like this is the real deal. We're about to be fucking rich, because, sometimes they do trades that are worth hundreds of billions of won, which is like tens of millions of dollars. And that was with artifacts that are scale power in the 50%. Like they can sell this for, trillions of won, which is like maybe $1 billion, I don't know, billion USD, but like hundreds of millions of USD. And that would be like insane. Like he might get a promotion. They get 5% commission on that. It's a lot of money. So they're all happy and they're thinking, okay, well, like, are we ready to sell it? We can make sure you get the best stuff for it. And then Sung's like, yeah, I mean, sure, but like, let's first make sure you have the artifacts that I'm looking for. And we already know Sung's looking for, fire resistance artifacts. And turns out those are actually the most common type, and they're thinking like, oh wow, this guy's looking for like some silly shit like this. This is chapter 79, chapter 79. Turns out, fire resistance artifacts are actually quite common because, that's the most common type of magic, right? And it is very expensive, which is why he couldn't find it online, but they're very easy to acquire if you know the right space to look. So Sung was thinking, okay, maybe I don't need to sell the Orb of Avarice after all. And, while he's perusing around, he realizes, okay, maybe I can, like, we saw this all in the anime, so it's pretty repetitive, but he realizes he can sell the stuff from his store, get quite a pretty penny from it, and, buy whatever he wants. Turns out, he actually didn't sell anything at all. What he did was he put up one of the store daggers as collateral, and then took the robe and the ring to use here. So I don't know if that means if he plans on returning the robe after he uses it, because I mean technically it is just a one-time thing, but he put up the robe as collateral and then took a loan from the auction house. So essentially the first act Sung did as an S rank was put himself hundreds of millions of won in debt so that he could afford this robe. And I mean, it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. Like, the man's an S rank hunter. He could easily be one of the richest people in the world, but instead he instantly puts himself into debt. Now, yeah, I don't know if he plans on returning it at the end of it, but I feel like that was his intention. Whether he's actually going to be able to, I don't know, but like, he could easily sell whatever item he wants on the market and he'll totally be fine. But he's a true bro, in debt the same day he becomes an S rank. Good old cheesecake. My name is Edwin. Debt is fine. He's building his credit, I guess. I guess so. Okay. Would they be able to buy all the non-weapon drops too? No, I don't think weapon drops can be sold. I think only items from the store that can be given are allowed. Okay, am I missing anything else? I talked about the investigation scene. I don't really need to talk about the night watch scene. That's fine. All you need to know about this specific scene here is that apparently there's a serial killer. Apparently there's a serial killer running around the neighborhood, so Sung feels it necessary to leave his shadows as a neighborhood watch like dog. I don't know if that ever ties into anything later on in the story, but it's mentioned multiple times in the novel how there's like a random serial killer going around targeting women in this neighborhood. So, but I mean, that's why, yeah, Sung did what he did, and essentially that's essentially it. Let's see here. Nothing too much. I guess the last thing, the last important bit of cut content anyway. Silly Wabbit Games, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Appreciate you. Thank you for watching. Okay, so here we are, coast of Japan, and these guys come across this ant. And this is the single worst thing. Like, we don't understand how bad it is for that to happen because they don't explain the context behind these guys and why it's important for them to like be present and do these patrols. But let me give you an explanation of this whole infrastructure. Also, Azur, thank you so much for the $10 donation. Is it explained why the system doesn't provide him the gear in the shop it knows he would need, such as fire resistances? Why did he have to go outside the item shop? They don't really explain it, but I just assume the shop doesn't have anything that is fire resistant in it. So you guys gotta know that this right here is a remote island in the middle of buttfuck nowhere. Consider this the boonies, and it is not an exaggeration to say that these two people are the only hunters on this entire island. Okay? Now, their job is not to fight gates. Their job is simply to go onto patrol and find gates. And that is extremely important because should a gate open up on this island and they not find it, then a dungeon break will kill every single person on this island. They can't do anything to stop it because they are a D and E rank hunter. They are simply here to make the rounds, talk to the villagers, and find out if there's a gate somewhere. And that is incredibly important because they need to find the gate within 3 days. And the reason why it's 3 days instead of 7 days is because from the moment they find the gate to the moment they can call for reinforcements, and for the moment the reinforcements get here, it takes another 3 days. So essentially the whole process is, okay, find the gate, tell the association, then the association will send a team of hunters to handle said gate. That takes 3 entire days for reinforcements to get here. Now, what happens if they don't find a gate? Well, a dungeon break will occur. And if they're the only hunters here, then everyone will literally just die. It's I'm not even joking. That is such a stressful job to have. The entire fate of the entire island is in these 2 guys' hands right here. Now, they don't have to just fucking play like Where's Waldo and scout the entire island every single day, day after day. They do have a mana meter, which will, you know, detect the strongest presence of mana. So if there was ever a gate, they should be able to find it or like get led to it. But this right here with the ant, this is just bad luck. That's unfortunate. Where do you think the season is going to end? Jeju Island. 100% they're ending it at the end of Jeju Island, for sure. Jeju Island is only 280 miles away from mainland Korea. That's like LA to Vegas, not far at all. Yeah, so basically, this here is... It's not looking good for them. Because unless they escape and call reinforcements, then there's nothing anyone can do to sort of, you know, prevent this specific monster from running amok. Like, they're going to be pretty fucked, essentially. But that's the important thing to know, is that, like, this island is in the middle of nowhere, and, you know, reinforcements aren't going to show up. This isn't like some city, some outskirts city where, you know, it's just like an hour away from the main city. No, like, these are the only 2 hunters on this island. So also, Jeju is a major tourist destination. It's called the Hawaii of Korea. I didn't know that. Interesting. Yeah, these guys are D&E ranked. They're not going to be able to do anything. They're there simply to make the rounds and find gates. That's all they're there to do. That's all they're there to do. Where would season 3 end? I mean, I can't say that because of spoilers, but I literally can't say. If I say the arc name, then it's just gonna spoil the anime only. So we can't talk about that stuff. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. But that was a lot. That was like an hour and a half of content. Obviously, I'm gonna make it like a bit more concise, but this video might turn out to be an extremely long one. But yeah, overall decent episode. I can't wait for next episode because of you know who. But now, if you guys could do me a favor and stick around, because I do have I'm gonna move on to the next part of the stream, which is where I open up some Weiss Schwartz cards. And if you don't know Weiss Schwartz cards, they're basically, you know, some anime cards. There might be solo leveling ones in one of these days, but they're essentially anime cards for an anime card game. And Bushiroad sent me a couple boxes for Konosuba that I want to open up on stream, and there's a chance we pull some signed ones. So I'm just gonna put this in chat if you guys want to check out what I'm talking about. It is, or in the description, it's gonna be there. But essentially, that link will take you to. This isn't a sponsored stream or anything. I just have a partnership with them where they send me some products every now and then I'd like to open up. So if you'd like to stick around and see me open these cards and just we'll shoot the shit, talk some more anime while I open up some cards, then, you know, it'll be a chill time. Let me just get the camera set up, and I'll get Kat in here too, so we can talk with Kat as well. Let me just put on a good scene to where we at. I do. All right, just give me 1 second. Kat, yeah? You want to come watch or come hang out? We've got quite the audience today. No way. Yeah. Hey, give me a second. I'm gonna save and go to the bathroom. Kat's playing Sims right now, so she's gonna. All right, let me. Yeah, where's my phone? Where's the cord? But yeah, overall, this season has been phenomenal. Probably the best season. Apparently the viewership for this specific for Solo Leveling has been higher than even like Attack on Titan. So like there's been a lot of people who've been watching Solo Leveling. Do you think they are rushing the story? They have to. They unfortunately have to, which sucks, but I mean it is what it is. Like if they want to they clearly want to get to Jeju Island and they're going to get to it, but the cost of that is unfortunately skipping out on like all the things that I talked about today, essentially. Like all those minor scenes with like Beck doing the investigation, Jinho's dad getting all frustrated, the whole thing with like Lehman suck and all that stuff. Like it is what it is, right? I need your opinion on something. There's guys saying manhwa is the slop compared to light novels and manga. Manhwa is the slop? No. The manhwa is fantastic in its own way. Like without the manhwa, we wouldn't have the same amazing art that we had. That we just wouldn't have that amazing art. You know?
Oh, it's warm in here.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen. For those who don't know from the YouTube chat, this is Kat. She is my girlfriend. Oh, there goes my phone. Oh.
Here you go.
Thanks.
Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? This evening, this morning.
Oh, sorry.
You're just all over the place.
I am. All right, let me see.
How you doing?
How's your Sims going?
My Sims is going good. Thank you for asking. For those of you who don't know,
I already told them you were playing Sims.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
yes. That's my latest hyperfixation. So.
Would you rather I just tell them that about Solo Leveling and be like, Kat's extent of anime is minimal. She's watched the first and last episode of season 1 of Solo Leveling, so.
I love how you were like, would you rather I tell them
where
you're at? And then you're like, I'll just tell them.
I mean, they're going to find out anyway, so. But, I mean, she liked it, ish, right?
Yeah, I watched the first and last, so I was a little confused. But I thought it was cool. I've heard great things.
Yeah, this season's fantastic.
Yeah, I heard it's really popping off. And today I watched an episode of
you don't even
wait
know the
for
name.
it, wait for
you
it.
Don't even know the
no,
name
Symposium.
Nope.
Yeah,
she doesn't even know the name of it.
Gifted Symposium.
Nope. She doesn't even know the name of it.
Chat, help me out here. Symposium.
Yeah, guess the anime name from the butcher anime name.
They're going to nationals.
Yeah. Describe what you saw. It's not Symphogear.
Yeah, they're in high school and he's like, "Do you want to go to nationals or do you want to go to this?" Euphorium, right? Sound Euphorium.
It's not Euphorium.
Sound Euphonium?
Yes, Sound Euphonium. There we go. Ooh.
Without sounding like
you do not want to watch Euphoria, I'll tell you that much.
No. Without sounding like a dum-dum, what is Euphorium?
No, nope.
What?
No, we don't. It's okay. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that other show.
No, what is euphonium?
What is what?
What does that mean?
Euphonium? That's the instrument.
Oh.
What? You don't even know that Okay.
No, we talked about the oboe. We didn't talk about the what is the euphonium?
The euphonium is the euphonium.
I'm sorry, what?
It's an instrument.
What does it look like?
Were you not watching
the saxophone that they were playing?
Oh my lord. Hold on.
Oh, is it the one with it's like a little piano-esque?
Oh my gosh.
No. Oh, that definitely has two names, right?
No, that is.
Are you sure?
That is just a euphonium. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
It looks so much like another brass instrument.
As I said, ladies and gentlemen, this stream was not this stream, but Bushiroad was nice enough to send us, another box of cards. So last time we pulled 3 signed Freerin cards, mind you, and that was crazy. That was some crazy streamer luck. But this time we'll see if we can do the same. But let's have some fun with it.
As he leaves the room, he's just like, "What are you doing?"
I need a scissors to open the box.
Oh, I could have got those for you.
What? No, you just talked about it.
You love free rent? Oh, people are loving the mouse pad. People on YouTube.
Nice.
Where'd you get the mouse pad from?
I got it from Starforge. They had a little free run collab, and I decided to grab myself one. So
Very nice. Very nice.
Yes. Now let's see. What did they send me? What did they send me this time? I can't open it.
I love how you went and got scissors and you continue to use your hands.
Of course. All right, here we are. This is what we got. 2 Konosuba. Who watched the most recent season of Konosuba, by the way?
Kaizo's excited.
Kaizo?
Kaizo's very excited.
What's Kaizo saying? Explosion. Nice.
Nice. Loved how you did that. It sounded exactly like how he typed it.
Explosion. Okay, wait. Without. Actually, no. Maybe you can look at the front and then maybe you can say what you think Konosuba's about. Yeah. Like, what do you think Konosuba even means? All right, this is what it looks like. Now, based on that image, here, you can look it on this box.
Okay, thank you.
What do you think Konosuba is about?
It's a magical realm where people are reincarnated to learn magical things, and they're all part of different clans. And they battle.
And they battle? I mean, that's not too... I mean,
you can't tell me that's right because that's like all the animes I know that you.
I mean, if you're general enough, you're gonna hit a couple.
Classic Sam anime.
Trope. What's a classic Sam?
Reincarnated into a magical realm. That's like a classic Sam anime YouTube.
Okay,
YouTube anime.
Out of these characters, wait, is he even? Okay, out of all the characters here, which is the one that you think got reincarnated?
Maybe the guy upside down.
Yes. I don't know.
The guy who looks like he's on a wild ride.
Yes, that would be correct. You would be yes.
The man in the picture. Did he get reincarnated to a land of women?
Guys, I don't think that fight's gonna be next episode. The one to cup. I don't think that fight is gonna be next episode. I think it's gonna be in 2 episodes. They still have to do. Actually, I don't know. Actually. The Demon King fight would be pretty far off, I feel. But yeah, I actually haven't watched the most recent episode of Konosuba yet. So I don't know, or the most recent seasons. But this is this set specifically covers the movie, which I did go see, and this was great. I went to go see it with M&L.
Nice.
Yes, this was before we met.
Oh, okay.
Yes, this came out a long time ago. All right, let's see. Whoa, lots of packs in
Whoa,
there.
this is a different style of
This
packaging.
is seriously.
What do you think? What can you tell us about?
This is the exact scene that I was going back to in my head.
Very nice.
Actually, I probably
Is this the same amount of cards?
This is a lot of packs. Oh my gosh.
Is this the same amount of packs than a normal?
I don't know. 1, 2, 3,
20.
4, 5, 6. Is it 20?
You said there's 20 on the box.
No, then it's actually no. It must be then. Okay. Now I'm not gonna do the same polls that we usually do. We're just gonna open these and then have some. We'll set aside the polls, but okay. I need to know what else. Is anybody watching Medalist, by the way? I've heard good things about Medalist, but I actually haven't even seen like the trailer for it. So I need to know, is Medalist worth watching?
Are you thinking of covering it?
No.
Just for fun?
Yeah, just for fun. I mean, I haven't watched anime for fun in a while, but...
You were watching Sound Euphonium today?
Yes, I was. I was rewatching it. It was actually all part of a tactic to get you to watch the anime with me. Of your own
Really? Then you should have communicated it.
Of your own free will.
Oh, don't give me that.
Of your own free will. But.
I could tell Chad this, and they would totally side with me.
Maybe.
So how long ago? How many seasons are in this anime?
This one has 2, a movie, and then a third one. So,
wow.
Yes.
And is there a new one coming out soon?
I don't know, actually. They haven't announced anything. And then there's a spin-off series, too.
What's the best?
What's the best one?
Rate them from...
Well, I was a big fan of season 2. The movie was okay to me. But, I mean, we'll see if we can get some pretty good cards. This is actually a nice card. Some of them are actually kind of decent. Movie budget cards, essentially.
Wait, so you go season 2, movie, season 1, spin-off?
No, I'd go season 2, season 1, then movie. The movie was just like a good Actually, no, it wasn't even a standalone story. It was a continuation, but it was an arc that I wasn't like too particularly of a fan of. Mega meaning Komeko. I do remember this specific scene though. This shit was hilarious. If you guys haven't seen Konosuba, that specific scene was so funny. I have not seen this. What is this style of card before? Interesting.
Wow, they couldn't decide, so they're like, you know
yeah,
what?
They couldn't decide.
2 for 1.
Yeah.
It's a 2 for 1er.
What is?
But it looks like it's still from the same scene, right?
I was like, why does Megumin look bigger in this? And I remember that this is like the her clan that all does like big explosion magic. Ooh, wait, some of these are actually clean art styles though. This is actually a very nice card. Usually you get more so screenshots from the anime, essentially, like this. But it seems like there's a decent number of like key art, which is cool.
Oh, you got a question in chat. Hey Sam, are you going to do Danmachi cut content of the episodes that just came out, or are you going to wait until next batch of delayed episodes come out?
No, I'm gonna try to do one episode beforehand, but I gotta catch up on ReZero because I know Danmachi will probably do better than ReZero will, but I gotta at least get a couple episodes out for ReZero just because a lot of people have been asking about it. So, and also because like the next episode of ReZero is gonna be insane. It has been peak. Apparently, the most recent episode of ReZero took like a year and a half to make or produce or something. Yeah. I don't know if it was... People were saying it's because of the water or something. But, I mean, I'd believe it because that episode was...
Imagine drawing water for 1 year, for one episode.
Well, I don't know. I don't think they were drawing it. I don't know what about it specifically took 1 year to make.
Maybe it was the politics. There was some, like, bureaucracy going on.
Yeah. I guess you can't really see the YouTube chat down here, right?
Not really. My eyes aren't that great.
Yeah.
You want to pull it to this screen?
Why
don't you put it there?
Okay, there. Now you can...
Sorry, Sam just chose to have, like, 2 jumbo screens. Like, instead of having 2 normal size computer screens, he wants 2 jumbo monitor screens.
Why would you not use 2
it's like literally over a meter away to look at the other monitor.
She's being
I'm not.
dramatic.
From me to there, that's like
there goes
from me to the edge of that monitor is like a meter.
You're being dramatic. It's just because of where you're sitting right now.
So for you it's only half a meter.
I'm not half a meter away from my monitor. That is
no, the
absurd.
length. The length.
Yes, it's an ultra wide monitor. You should be happy I don't have a super ultra wide monitor and then just have like it go across the entire table or something.
Well, I am curious why you didn't just opt to have one monitor.
It's not conducive to good gaming, you know.
Oh right, the priority.
Yeah, of course. Gaming is the priority.
Ultra wide nails? What?
Let Cat open a pack? Maybe.
Oh, Cat nail check? Guys, my nails are not great right now.
Storm BK, thank you so much for the $10. He's saying that we should play some Rivals. That is...
I need Daddy Sam to carry me in Marvel Rival. This is your friend, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you could tell. But, after. Ooh, this is a nice one. How have I not put an RR yet? I swear we've opened like 6 packs already. But... Oh, this is a nice one, too. I can't find Solo Leveling is under a different name. What are you looking for, Iron Lung? But yeah, first Solo Leveling, there's like not a doubt in my mind that we get to the Jeju Island. I know a lot of people are asking, but we're 100% getting to the end of the Jeju Island arc. 100%. Am I playing Rivals? I am playing Marvel Rivals. I am currently sitting at Grandmaster 3 and working my way up. Still climbing. I'm a Mantis.
Who do you play as?
I play as Mantis. Do you know Mantis?
Yeah, I know Mantis from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes,
you play as Mantis?
Yes, I do play as Mantis. She's a healer.
Her skills are OP. Yeah.
She's a healer. She puts people to sleep, so she's pretty decent.
I'd say she's more than decent.
And then on tank, I play Groot, and then also Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
And then
don't you play Wanda?
No, I used to, but she's not in a good spot right now. And then for DPS, I play Hela. Do you know who Hela is?
Yes, I do. She's from Thor.
Yes, Thor Ragnarok.
You wanted to quiz me on Marvel, bruh.
Oh.
I'm a huge Marvel fan up until recently, but.
True.
You know how many times I've watched Endgame?
But
I was gonna say
at least twice.
I was gonna say you playing a woman sounds about right. Groot was a surprise. That was a bit of a left fielder.
Okay, actually, chat. Let me ask you guys this: when you play a video game, do you prefer to play as a guy or a girl? Do you prefer a chick character? Like, say you're playing Elden Ring or something, or Baldur's Gate 3. Would you... Oh, here we go. That's a nice RR. Very nice. Would you make your character a guy or a girl?
I think it's better to say, would you play as the gender that you identify as?
No. We're asking, would you play as a guy or a girl?
But you don't know the what chat identifies as.
It doesn't matter. I'm asking them would they rather play as a guy or a girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
And for me, specifically, it's because if I'm playing a game, I don't want to look at a dude the entire time. What?
When Sam and I early started dating, I found out he plays as girl characters or something, and I was like, why do you play as girl characters? And he said exactly this, like, I don't want to stare at a girl the entire time.
Or stare at a dude the entire time.
And I was just like, interesting.
Because
I play as girls because I want to, like, impersonate myself in
I'm
this
not
game.
trying to impersonate anybody. I'm trying to, like, look at the
have a
most
good
aesthetically
time.
pleasing thing on the screen as I can, you know? So...
That's one way. I mean, I think chat would probably agree with you. Like, you found your audience.
Yeah, no, 100%. Depends on the jiggle physics. Girl equals small hitbox. If it's custom, I play as a male. I make my custom Roblox avatars and I massage. Why Roblox? Oh, this card does a lot.
A lot of female representation out here.
Yeah, you will never see us be complaining about a female lead in a video game. All right.
So you know what it's like to walk in a woman's shoes? Is what you're saying?
What? No, of course not. I'm just saying, like, I'm playing a video game. I know what I want to look at. You gotta remember, like, if it's a third-person game and it's a dude, you're staring at that dude's ass the entire time.
Well, it's like the back of his head.
No, because, like, it's their entire body, and, like, on the center of the screen is always gonna be that dude's ass.
I never thought of it like that, so, yeah.
Yeah, like, do I want to be staring at, like, the back of some burly dude this entire time? Not really.
So when you're playing a video game, you're just staring at ass, basically, is what you're telling me.
Maybe. Depends on the game. Stellar Blade.
There's nothing else happening on the screen, just
Stellar
that
Blade,
person's ass.
Near Automata. You know. Sometimes. It depends on the game. Right?
Have you seen Luna in Rivals?
Have you seen Sue in Rivals? Oh my gosh.
Who are these people?
Sue? Yeah. If you can... Okay, what's her last name? What's Sue's last name? I want to see if Kat actually knows who this character is.
Sue Storm. Oh, okay. Yeah, never mind.
Do you know who that is?
Yeah.
But
who is Luna?
Luna, I actually have no idea who Luna Snow is. I think, is Luna Snow an original?
No.
Okay. Who's Sue Storm?
Sue Storm is from the comic books.
From which series?
She's from Captain Marvel, right? No, she's the one who gets with the aliens.
Mm-mm. She's not in any recent Marvel movie.
No, she is.
No, she is.
No, she is.
No, she's not. Oh.
No. Oh, shit. She's in Fantastic Four, and yeah, never mind. Her brother's the one. The one who's like flame up.
How are you gonna say yeah, she is to me so twice?
Oh, because you know who I was thinking of? I was thinking about the girl in Captain Marvel who befriends the people from that left where Thor's from. Do you know the girl? And then the comic books alluded, the end of the movie alluded
Female
to what...
Thor?
No. Not Natalie Portman.
Penelope... Oh, I was going to say Penelope Cruz.
No, it was never actually, like, confirmed, but it was, like, alluded to, and then people were like, oh, in the comic books, this is who she's going to be. The one whose mom dies.
Whose mom dies?
And she's in WandaVision as well. Okay, I don't think it's spoiler alert to this audience.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
She's also in WandaVision, and she's also in Captain America.
Who?
And she gets her powers in WandaVision, I think.
Who? You are not describing this person.
Okay, well,
right.
It's niche.
All right, is it niche? All right, get your phone out. We need to know. If she has superpowers, she can't be niche.
No, it's pretty niche.
Wait, is this what I think it is? Okay, Kat, look at this. Look at this card. What do you think is happening in this scene right now? This specific.
He's
scene.
getting squished between two elbows.
No, close. The guys, the disappointment on Kat's face when she. Ooh, this is a great SR. This is a fantastic SR right here. Yes, the holo print on this one is quite nice indeed on this. I will gladly take this one and put it to the side. Let me get a little sleeve for it. It's exactly the scene you think it is. Ooh, I really like the way that this one shines. This is a nice holo card. Definitely. Oh, yes. Wait, that is not the right sleeve. Where is the right sleeve?
Maria Ram... No, it's not. That's not her.
Alright, let's put this back. That's a holo? Yes, that is a holo. That is indeed a holo. The chase cards that we're looking for are signed cards. I don't know if we're going to get them. It's highly unlikely, but they're more holographic than this, and they're signed by the voice actors. And those are the ones that
Monica Rambeau. That's who it is.
I don't know who that is.
Exactly.
Is she the S.H.I.E.L.D. agent that was like in charge of like trying to get into the Wanda's little thing?
She from the origin of she becomes Photon. What the heck?
All right, let's see. What do we got here? Another Kazuma. Ooh, a nice little Yukata Megumin.
Yeah, it is Photon. Okay, Danny knew what I was talking about. And Tiki.
They really like showing this character, even though she was literally just in there for like 20 minutes. Very interesting. Oh, Sylvia again. And then nice. This is a nice card too, actually.
Is Madame Web worth watching?
No.
Have you seen it?
No, and I never will.
I don't know. I kind of feel like watching it.
It's literally nominated for a Razzie. You know what those are, right?
I mean, have you ever seen a movie that's won a Razzie before?
I don't know. Was Scary Movie nominated for a Razzie?
I don't know. I don't keep up with that.
Are they called Razzies? I forget. Are they raspberries?
I mean, you said it so confidently.
Well, I forget. I don't know. But all I know is that it's like those are like the worst movies.
Damn. Are you going to see the new Marvel movie?
What, Captain America?
Yeah.
Probably not. It doesn't look that good.
They're really trying to bring back Marvel, hey?
I mean, Marvel never went away.
It did.
It's just been flop after flop. No, that's how bad the flops have been. You just haven't been.
No, yeah, that's what I mean. They need to make Marvel again. I didn't mean it physically went away. I just said, like the brand has gone.
Yeah. I mean, like all the movies have been shit lately, so. Oh god, this was a great scene. Can you read the caption on that?
It's too far, my eyes.
Wait, okay, so this scene goes with with this scene. So Cosmo's like Cosmo gets captured and he's kept in between, her boobies, and he's like, this is strange, it's such a perfect fit and I feel so safe. And like they're trying to get him back, but he's thinking like, oh no, I don't want to be saved, it's okay, you can leave me. And then this scene happens, and then you can read that quote.
Sylvan San?
Sylvia San.
Sylvia San, why do I feel something pressing into my... What is happening?
You can piece it together. You can do it.
They remove her from... I don't know if I want to piece it together.
Okay, you don't have to piece it together. It's okay.
It's the elbow, as Crossy said.
Yeah, it's the elbow. just pointy elbow. Another darkness. Yeah, Konosuba is a weird show. It's a comedy. It's an isekai comedy that makes fun of like the tropes of like standard isekai. One of the first to do it, I would say. And then it's like, yeah, it's actually like pretty. It's pretty genuinely funny.
Okay,
with the
interesting.
way like some of its jokes are done.
Oh, Big Sam said the second accountant looks good. You said that as well.
Yeah,
I need to watch that trailer.
We watched that. The first one had Anna Kendrick in it.
First
right?
one's so good. I've probably seen it like 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't rewatch things a lot, so that means a lot.
Do you?
No, I really don't. Except for Endgame.
Except for Endgame, which you watched twice.
More than twice. Okay,
At
you
least
just saw
so.
me rewatch it twice.
I know you've watched it at least once.
Look, it's like 6 hours to rewatch. Okay, that's a lot to rewatch.
Yeah, I mean, a true fan wouldn't complain about how long.
Oh
it is.
my
They'd be like,
gosh.
"Why is it not longer? Why is there not more content to watch?"
Gosh.
You know, Sakamoto Days. I am not watching Sakamoto Days, but I'm sure quite a few people in chat are definitely watching it.
I don't know if I should watch Konosuba, folks. I don't know. That's
Kat's not gonna watch it. Kat's not gonna watch any anime. Let's be real here.
wow. Sam, remember we talked about this?
Sorry, I apologize.
Rewire your brain.
Yes. Kat will sit down and watch some episodes with me.
Sam likes to will the universe into existence that he doesn't want to happen.
Sometimes, yes, that is true. Actually, have you seen Medalist? I have not seen Medalist yet. Konosuba is an absolute blast. Give it a shot. I mean, it is pretty funny, but for Kat, it's just a little bit hard for her to get into. She wants to watch it in dub, which is fair. She can watch it in dub because it's easier to get immersed in the anime, and that's the hardest thing for Kat is getting immersed into the anime because she has to read at the same time, which distracts. No, it detracts. It detracts from. I'm not. It detracts because you have to look down and then you have to look back up, and you know, like for some, like that's just.
Usually,
annoying.
I watch trash. So to go from trash to like reading subtitles on my TV, it's a big difference. Okay.
Yes.
I usually just want to turn my brain off when I watch TV.
Which is
Anybody
fair.
watching the new season of Love is Blind, speaking of?
Oh, I knew
This
you
is
were
not the audience.
I
yeah.
knew you were gonna ask that. But
This is
I mean,
not
what,
it.
There's like 800 people watching, so maybe some 1 out of 800 people have to be watching.
Dub is amazing. Thank you, Neoshock. Thank you.
No, I think he's saying the dub for Medalist.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay. We can watch that in dubbed.
Okay, wait. Is anybody actually in the YouTube chat watching Love is Blind though? I'm genuinely curious.
Yeah, no, I don't think anyone is.
That is not what I said. Did you read that? That is not what I said. That is not what I said.
That is exactly how I felt. But you know what, guys? It's fine. I know my intelligence
I was
level.
Regurgitating words that you told me.
Yeah, no, it's fair. It's fair.
I was trying to say it as politely as I could. I apologize. Again, I am sorry.
Oh, I'm not offended at all. Yeah.
Okay. Good. Well, I'm just going to double down then.
You dum-dum with low attention span.
Can't read and watch something at the same time? Oh my gosh. Let's be real here.
Share the love badge isn't unlocking. Oh.
I love your content, brother. I'm not big on live unedited content. I'm just showing up to support the stream. In the background, I do other things, but best believe I'm showing. You best believe that video is going to be coming out soon then. I got you, man. I got you, Joel. Don't you worry. Thank you so much. I appreciate the kind words.
Oh, yeah, you might want to change the stream. That's a good tip.
I mean, if I change the stream title, it'll change the video title at the end, so I just got to leave it as, like, what it is.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, I'm just going to... Don't worry. We're doing another box of this, and then it's all good.
Sorry to people who come in here and are just utterly confused about what he's talking about and why this is not a solo leveling stream.
I know.
Which is probably like you, Drifter. You probably came in here and you're like, what the heck is this? And then made that comment.
True. That is true. I'm sorry if this isn't what you were hoping for, but we're kind of just shooting the shit now. We spent 2 hours talking about solo leveling, and now we're just opening up these cards that Bushiroad so... generously sent over my way, so...
Oh, he's been here for hours. Okay, just a helpful comment then.
Oh, nice. Well, I appreciate you sticking around then. There was like one part of the stream where I was literally dying of coughing, and then.
Oh gosh, do you want me to get you some water?
No, I should be good. I mean, I don't have any water left, but it should be good. I should be able to make it to the end. I generally thought you might be European or something, and I caught this live. I am Canadian, so don't you worry.
Viva la Canada! Le Canada!
Le Canada.
Le.
Isn't Viva Spanish?
Oh wait, isn't it feminine?
What?
Canada?
Is Canada feminine? I don't know.
La Canada. I think it is feminine because you say la Canadienne.
Yeah, but that's Canadien, that means that that means the word Canadian is feminine, not Canada itself. The AniNews coughing compilation.
It would just be like, this man's been dry coughing for a week.
Okay, for people who aren't familiar with English accents, well, I guess American and Canadian accents, do I sound like I have an accent? Like, say you're European.
Yes.
What accent do I sound like I have? I'm
Probably
actually
American.
I'm like genuinely curious to know what you guys think in terms of.
What is the time here? It is 10 o'clock.
It's only 10 p.m.?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Guess that's what I get for starting the stream early.
I think we sound American because we're so close to the border.
We sound, yeah. You're from LA, basically. More American. What about when I say sorry?
That was like super Canadian.
Does the way I say sorry sound Canadian? Or
and say what we eat in the morning.
Poutine?
No. What?
Bagels?
Yeah. Americans say boggles.
They do not. No.
Yeah, they do.
They don't say boggle, like the game Boggle.
They'll be like, "Can I have a boggle?"
No. There's no way Americans say boggle.
They do.
That's like saying Europeans say garage.
Say what Acrossi said. They do say garage. My parents say garage. You missed it.
What did it?
Acrossi said in caps.
Where?
Nope, you missed it.
About?
Scroll yeah.
Oh, I don't say about. I say about.
Yeah.
But like for sorry, I definitely say sorry. Not
Drifter, you're from Michigan? I find Michigan people sound like Minnesota
Canadian.
People sound Canadian.
Well,
Minnesota.
Ohio.
You need to just chat lost. Chat got lost. Bagel instead of bagel.
All right. Another box here. Let's go. We unfortunately did not get a signed card in the last one, but we did get some pretty good drops. These kimono art styles are very actually nice. Or not kimono, sorry, yukata.
Whoa, Jeff thought you were German.
German?
But with very little accent. I 100% discounted you from being the US. Wow.
It's okay. It's a common mistake to make. We don't associate.
Oh, AniMan watches Love is Blind with his girlfriend.
Who? Where?
AniMan.
Where? Who said that?
AniMan, right there on YouTube.
Where?
Right there, like fourth comment.
Oh my gosh.
AniNews, AniMan, you guys have so much in common.
Why can't I open this the same? Oh my! I just butchered the box. I tried to open it the way it was supposed to open, to make a display thing, and then I just butchered it. Just ripped the entire thing.
Oh, you have a South African in chat.
Oh, Kat's South African.
Well, my dad is.
Where are you from? As South African, you have an accent that is very noticeable. Really? You think?
What? You
like,
think
so
we
wait,
do to them? Yes, 100%.
Do your parents think we have an accent then?
I mean, I'm sure they're just used to the Canadian accent by now, but yeah. An orange pico tea with honey to fix that. You know. Alakote.
She been on it, don't worry. She been on the
Are you planning on doing another Mugen merch release?
Ooh.
Oh.
I actually did a 10-minute poll today. Do you guys want to see the new designs actually?
Do it up.
Here. Let me actually show you guys this. This is launching in a week and a half or 2 weeks. Let me pull these up.
Are you allowed to do this?
Yeah. This is fine. And then let me show you. We're launching 2 new designs with designs that are actually.
I like the purple.
Sorry, the purple ain't happening. I apologize.
Oh really? You're not doing it?
We're not doing the purple. We're doing the red.
Ah.
Don't me.
Well, I was. I was gonna wear the purple.
All right, peep this. All right, so we have 2 new teas, the iron tea, and then so this is, you know how we are with the weapons. We're going with the iron tea, and then we're going with the Igris tea. So this is iron, just basically his shield, some nice line art with some good.
Wait, can you pull YouTube chat up again? It just went down. Yeah, Thank you.
And then here is the Igris one. So 2 more, and then we're bringing back two of the ones that we did before. The essentially doing the strongest tea, which was very popular back in the, but we're doing it as a hoodie this time. So.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. The gray hoodie is gonna is super nice.
Yeah.
But yes, so these will be launching in about a week and a half, 2 weeks, but no Beru tea yet because Beru doesn't exist in the show yet. So
yeah. Nice.
But nice low key, not in your face anime. It's like, you know, same as the last ones, and then, you know, you can wear it anywhere and people will be like, "Yo, sick shirt, man. Where's that from?" And,
yeah, we went out for dinner with one of my friends and her husband, and he was like super into Sam's shirt. And
I think we got to get him one of these.
Yeah, we should. Yeah. And they didn't even know it was Sam's brand. Same thing with Sam's literal best friend. He was like, "Dude, that's a sick shirt." And I was like, "You should tell him it's yours."
My literal best friend. I like how you have to make that point later. So,
one of his literal best friends.
So it's tough to do a Beru design because he doesn't have a weapon in particular. So it wouldn't be very easy to do that. All right. Random question. Will episode 8 get a solo leveling stream next week? Yes, but only on Twitch. I would only do YouTube streams once in a while. These Twitch ones are going to be happening every week. Twitch happens mostly every week, so.
Multicolors for hoodies? Nah, you're just doing one, right?
Just black and gray. I wanted to do cream. We were thinking about doing cream, but the poll said no to cream for.
Fair enough.
The shirt. So we got to go with what the people want.
Yeah, I feel like the black and gray do go best with like the widest variety of like skin tones.
Yeah.
Whereas like cream does kind of like wash some people out.
All right, let's get these other cards going. Some more good ones. Maybe we pull another sick SR. Well, we definitely will pull another sick SR. I'm hoping that we pull either an RRR, which is a horizontal full print holographic, which looks fantastic. Like, imagine this entire thing holographic. That would be awesome. Or a signed card. I'm not going to get my hopes up for a signed card, though, because those are so incredibly rare. And the last time we got 2 boxes, we got 2 signed cards, which was the luckiest I've ever been in anything in my entire life. So I probably used up all my luck in my entire lifetime for that.
I don't know about that.
Oh, no. My cards.
Andrew asked, "Hey, chat, does anyone know if he will be doing the ReZero cut content?"
I am going to be doing ReZero cut content. It's just going to take me... I have to work on it between the solo leveling videos. And this solo leveling video might take a little bit longer. I plan to get it done by Tuesday or Wednesday. Probably Wednesday, just because of how long it is. And then I'm like trying to do like notes in between for ReZero. So I am trying my hardest. It's just it takes a long time to make these videos. So, but I am trying.
He sees all your comments.
I do see everyone's
comments. And so
comments.
do I.
Yes, I do see everyone's comments asking where the videos are. Don't you worry.
Last time when he was sick, he was like, "Kat, I left," because he put the video out late, and then he was like, "Kat, I told them I was sick, like." Because I was like, why don't you just post a comment and say it's going to be late? So he did that anyways. But his video had, I don't know if at the very end you guys caught it, but he used his real voice instead of his YouTube voice. Did anybody catch that? Where he's like, "Oh, I gotta go." It was 2 videos ago, right?
Yeah, 2 videos ago. Yeah, I literally I went from my YouTube voice to my normal voice, like how I talk now. And it was like...
He's like, "I need to go to bed now."
Yeah, literally. Perry got it. Gotta go by. All right, take it easy, Wimsuit.
Yeah,
I did break character.
He broke character because he had to emphasize that he was sick.
I needed you guys to see the real me for a second, and be like how sick I was, because guys, recording that video when I was sick was absolute torture. Normally it takes me about 6 hours to record the 20-minute video. That one took me 15 hours. It was awful. It was actually an hour to record each minute of the video. It was so bad.
Yeah, I don't think you guys know how many takes this man goes, because he goes, "She said, she said, she said, she said," and he does it over and over.
Is that how you remember?
He wants it to be perfect, but I was like, your video, like, if you watch that video before he breaks character, it sounds totally normal. And I was like, yeah, babe, you should have, like, made yourself sound a little bit more sick. Because he didn't sound sick at all, but he was like, no, it must be perfect.
Yeah, if I stutter once, or if I say a word that I can't pronounce properly, then I have to keep saying it over and over and over again until it's perfect. And it's annoying, but it is what it is, right? So
tonal whiplash.
When I play games as a woman, I embody my inner Sylvia. Oh God, I don't even know what that means. I'm not gonna try to figure what that out. Exclusive blooper videos when, trust me, you don't want to hear the amount of tips.
Oh, that would be good. I have videos on my phone, but yeah.
You do?
Just of you
You're recording
like,
through the door?
She said.
Oh
Shit.
my, no.
Shit.
Oh my gosh. I trust you with
Yeah, that's why no one's seen them.
You know, okay, so back when I lived with my parents, when I first started making YouTube videos, I was so like self-conscious about people hearing me that nobody could be upstairs, like remotely near my room when I was recording, and everyone had to be like downstairs, and they couldn't be like near the stairs where they could like hear me record, because I was just like, I didn't want anybody hearing me because I was like so embarrassed by the way that I sounded. It was
Aww.
Yeah. I feel like I did the same thing when I get a tangled on word. Yeah, for real. Especially like it's a video being seen by like hundreds of thousands of people, so it's like you don't want to mess up and like give like a bad impression or something.
See, it sounds like the crowd really wants them, though, to be honest.
Well, it comes off as more natural. Some people would prefer like I do my videos in like this voice, but to read a script in this voice is actually a lot harder than just reading a script in my presentation voice, right?
It's probably not as attention grabbing either, right?
Yeah, it's like I don't want to seem like I'm having a conversation with someone in my videos. I want to seem like I'm narrating a story and like providing, you know, an experience, right? Not like streams are for talking back and forth with people.
That makes sense.
I'll give 20 subs if you let us see.
Wow.
Do you have a video?
First time chatter. Pickled Rickles just came in to say
Pickled
that.
Rickle wants to. Do you have the bloopers? Like we can. I don't mind letting them hear.
Let me see.
But it's literally just me like. It's so bad.
Let me see where I stored it. This might take a while. We might have to do this next stream.
Sort by your videos.
I know, but I have...
Do I record in the closet? For the most part, like, there can be no sounds or anything. Pickled Rickles, he gave the 20 gift.
Stop! Pickled Rickles, I have like, babe, I have like 3,000 videos to go through. I don't know how I'm gonna...
Well, wouldn't it just be a video of a door?
Yeah, that's true. Let me see. Damn, oh my god.
Okay, well, you better find it now. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to replicate it. In real time, he'll have to get the IRL blooper.
No, I definitely sent something to Rob once.
But thank you so much, Pickle Rickles. That was way too kind of you, but thank you. We very much appreciate that. Blooper montage.
No, that's not it. No! Sorry, that was not you.
We don't need them hearing anything too personal. Why does Kat have so many creeper videos that she can't even choose?
No, it's because I like to take videos.
Yeah, Kat wants to be a vlogger, but
I don't.
But Kat will never put her video. Kat used to vlog before vlogging was cool.
Stop, Sam.
You did though. You used to make lots of vlogging videos.
It's just called taking videos.
You genuinely did vlogging before people did vlogging. Like back when Kat was like 12
No, okay.
years old,
What Sam is talking about is I'm sure other people did this too. If you had a grandparent who you saw like once every 4 years who lived in another country, we would just send them videos of our life.
I don't think
I'll give you a tour of my house.
I don't think anybody took videos and sent them to their grandparents like that.
I'm sure people did. And it's like very similar to vlogging, but it's just like
anybody's grandparent would even know how to get that video over. Okay, first of all, making a video back in like the early 2000s and then sending it over what? Email? You wouldn't be able to send it.
Yeah, my dad emailed it.
You can't email someone a multi-gigabyte file back then. You could do maybe bytes.
I don't know how he did it, but he did it. Yeah, he told me he did it.
Your dad was lying.
Don't ruin
Your
this
dad
for
was
me.
lying.
Oh my gosh.
You can't email videos that big to you.
You're kidding. I swear she emailed me saying she enjoyed them.
Bro, there's no way. There's no way.
Don't ruin this childhood memory for me.
Gmail didn't exist back then. You can't even
No,
send
Hotmail.
No, Hotmail, you can't. You probably could send like 2 megabytes worth of file size.
Okay, wait. I need to find this video. Otherwise, I have other embarrassing videos I can show you.
No, please no. Maybe make sure you vet them first so it's not too embarrassing.
Oh my god, this was the time that I could hear you from the living room when you were gaming.
You could hear me when the door was
so loud, yeah.
The door was closed?
The door was open.
Oh, well that's why then. AOL, you torrents outdate email. I know, but I highly doubt Kat's dad know how to use a torrent.
Okay. Rude.
I mean, he was an electrical engineer, but still.
When the bot is up.
Oh, this is a nice one. I like this one. The particle effects on Konosuba.
Sorry.
Is that me singing?
Yeah, sorry.
Yo, Pickles, you're getting more than what you paid for. Ain't no one has ever heard me singing other than my closest friends. So.
They go to Vegas, right?
What do you? Shh.
What do you mean? What should I do?
I'm trying to find this video.
Wouldn't it not be just of a door? You recording the door?
Babe, it's not that easy.
Do you want me to look? They want you to open some packs. You want me to look?
My nails are so bad right now.
Oh, all right, guys. Kat's nails are too bad. She can't share them with us right now.
They're ugly.
Big badonkadonks.
Stop. Where are these? I've sent these to Rob before.
AniNews idol career when? Never, because I literally cannot sing. You're not getting out of the hood with that one. Also, please put the fries in. Well, I don't even know what that means. No, it was me getting it by albedo with 50k amounts. Wait, what? Earth has an albedo effect on us. Are we in the Overlord? I wish, man. I wish. Shiny star, my diamond. There, yeah, a little.
That was good.
Mm-hmm. Was it? Oh, gotta stop shaking the camera. Oh, this is a good one.
So.
Oh, what was that?
Basically.
No, that was when you were helping me with something.
They're getting restless. Pickle.
Guys, I don't know where this
Pickle
is.
Rickles
I
gave
know.
us 20 gifted.
No.
So, do I need to do this live?
Yeah. Well, how are you gonna? You could just read something live.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna have to read the script live and then show them what it's like when.
But All right, let's see if I can do this.
She can't find it.
What? Are you taking a photo?
Whoa! Don't call me scammy news because Kat can't find
Guys,
the video.
this all happened way too fast.
That's scammy Kat. All right, don't call me that. That's a lot of cards. I mean, we're in pursuit of the signed SR. We still haven't pulled the SR for this one yet, so we're gonna get a real nice card real soon. So cannot wait.
Oh, sorry.
What was that? You know what? I'm not even gonna
That
ask.
was me singing. This is atrocious. Where are these videos?
Oh, your singing's not atrocious. Don't be too hard on yourself. Do a live recording editing stream? Bro, live recording would be awful. I would be so impossible, I'm telling you. Ugh. Like, when I say that I spend hours on end just recording because I mess up one specific word, like, I literally mean like an hour on one sentence because I can't get it right. So. So the selection for these cards look a little bit limited. So if there was a specific card that you were interested in, like say these Yukata ones, then you're probably pretty much guaranteed to pull it if you get like one box or anything. So, I mean, if any of these cards are, if you're a big fan of Konosuba, like they're a pretty good collection to have. I mean, you can always get interested in the game too. You'll definitely pull enough cards to make a deck out of something. But oh, I think I see a card, ladies and gentlemen.
Sam, I can't find this.
You
video.
have to. Oh, I thought this was gonna be a shiny. Yes. Cute aqua. Protection of a goddess.
Sam. Maybe it's in like a video I sent to somebody.
Close the live and watch the stream so I can watch this. Don't worry, Mind Freak. We'll be done soon. Don't you worry. Cat owes one of the viewers.
No, Sam, this is bad. I can't find it.
All right, so do I just need to do it live?
There's too many. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Makes a promise that she can't
No,
keep.
Sam. Well, I can't. I'm gonna be here forever.
I mean,
I'm trying.
That's what work is.
Don't give me that. Pickled Wriggles. I'm sorry. You might be getting a live version.
God. Ugh.
Next time, guys, I will find this video.
Just causing more trouble for me.
I'm trying.
Causing
This
more
literally happened so far.
More trouble. All right, let me pull up my script from last week. Ugh. All right.
Are you gonna use it? Are you gonna use the same? Is it gonna be the same?
Yes, move. I'm gonna try.
Oh, he's annoyed now.
Yes, I am annoyed. Okay, let's see if I can mess this up. All right. It's no secret that it's no secret that See, this is what it is. It's no secret that sung in the novel is a lot more aggressive. He takes things a bit more personally and really likes to flex when the opportunity comes up for him. So like you see what I'm doing, where like if I mess up I just instantly restart the sentence. Yeah, you can call it stuttering. It's me redoing it so that it doesn't sound like shit, essentially. So if I hear and it sounds like I messed up a particular sentence or a specific word, I immediately go back, redo the sentence, and do it all over again. So it sounds like a YouTube video is tweaking out. I mean, that's why you hear the best take, but it's like probably like 4 to 5 takes per sentence, essentially.
I'll record it for you guys next time, and then you can hear it.
Oh God.
There was this one time, I swear to God, he repeated a line like 10 times.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes that's what it takes. Like, there's certain, like, say I'm doing like names like Suyun or like Lee Min Sung, or like, there's a reason why I say Sung instead of Jinwoo every single time, because like I feel like I would mess up more saying Jinwoo or Jinwoo, and then I'd have to restart more times. So it's like ultimately a time saving thing. We need something to hold over this man. Crossy's looking for
Even if he has tea and
tea.
Like they're talking about, like if you have a dry throat, even if his throat is lubricated, he's still gonna redo it.
Start making uncut videos along the cut videos. So
That's
cut
funny.
content for my cut content.
That's funny.
Yeah. All right, let's see. What do we got?
Greetings. I didn't know that Konosuba had trade cards.
Yes. Yeah, Bushiroad was kind enough to send these to me. So, hey, I mean, if you want to check them out yourself, your local card shop should have them. But you can also check right here in the link in the description. So, by all means. What do I use to record and edit? Any particular software? So to record, I use Audacity, which Kat has a grudge against because
The audacity of Audacity is
because
such
apparently
a
it
terrible
ruined
program.
her whole streaming career.
What? No, I never said that.
No, I know. It just ruined all the audio stuff.
Sam downloads all these bootleg. I mean,
Not bootleg.
Not
It's
bootleg.
That's freeware. It's literally freeware. Oh, this is a nice one too.
Sam downloads all these softwares to use, but mostly you use Audacity and
Sony Vegas, which I have a license to. Thank you very much.
yeah.
Yes, exactly. So.
No illegal stuff here.
I can't find them on the website, so I'll have to check. Yeah, so because Weiss is pretty niche. So depending on where you are, your local card shop may or may not have it. Only a couple carry it by me, but there's also suppliers, online suppliers that you can always buy them from. So.
Is this a game or are they just cards?
No, this is a game. This is a full-on game. Like it's pretty big competitively in Japan, but it has a pretty niche competitive scene in America as well. And it's like the community is pretty supportive too. So if you want to learn how to play, they'll definitely be open to teaching you. Also, wait, where's my SR? Did I not get it yet? It's got to be in here. Hey, there it is. There is the SR. A nice little darkness. We got a darkness SR. And then we got a Megamine SR. So very nice, very nice. And then finishing it off with the good old scene, the best scene from the movie.
Is there SRs and RRRs in this one too? Is it like the same?
Yeah, there's always going to be signed cards in the polls. So, no Gamba this week. This was purely just to open up the cards. But yeah, so thanks again to Bushy Road for sending these cards over to me. This is actually why that I'm doing the stream on YouTube to begin with. So, as I said, just check out the link in the description to see, what they have. They always come out with new cards. Let me see if I want to show them the signed cards that I got, because I always like to show off the signed card collection.
Do it up.
You know how it is.
The famous red box, if you're in Twitch.
Yes. This red box has all the cards in it. All the good cards, anyway. So.
Sam has been streaming for 2 hours and 40 minutes almost.
Yeah, long stream. The next YouTube stream, ladies and gentlemen, will be on the season finale date, and on that season finale date, you will be competing in a quiz for a free shirt, essentially.
I was talking to YouTube, Perry. He said, yes, we know. If you were talking to me.
All right. So these are like some of the signed cards. These are the rarest ones, by the way. These are the ones that people are constantly trying to pull for. So I have a good selection, but I've been pulling cards for a long, long time. So, but some of these sell for a pretty penny, but I'm going to make like a framed photo with all of them, because I think
that will sell better on eBay. So
no, this would look great. These cards will look great on my wall. Some of these cards. So, yeah. Wait, what the heck? Where is my albedo one? Wait, I think I'm.
Did you give it away?
No, I swear I had another albedo one.
Did you give it to Elle?
No, I didn't give it to anybody. Did she steal it? Imagine. That would be crazy.
She's like, thanks for giving me the signed card.
No, that would never happen. Literally never happen.
Well, where is it?
I don't know. I guess I never had it.
Oh, really? I swear you had 2 signed albedos.
I thought I had 2 signed albedos too, but
chat would know. I mean, the Twitch thing would know.
Someone found the red box. Someone found the red box.
Like the records would know.
The records, maybe. I don't know where. I don't know. It should be in there. So maybe I was thinking of a different one. I did not lose the Holy Relic. Also, guys. Oh, for you Mushoku Tensei fans, I can't share with you. We have the concept designs, but I am working on a way to bring the Holy Relic into your own house. All right. It is gonna happen. All right. The Mushoku Tensei figure I'm making will contain the Holy Relic, Roxy, and Rudy. All right. So just know I am working wonders to try and get this in. We didn't get Shalt here, but I best believe I will get the relic into your households. All right. So. Oh, Kaizo, I'm serious. Like, guy. Okay, so
you can't.
I can describe it. So to describe the figure, it's essentially them. It's like the pose, and then the base is going to be the.
But
so
it
it's like
it needs to be approved.
Yeah. Don't worry. It's okay.
Okay.
It's the main pose, and then the base is going to be them standing on the shrine, right? And then the shrine remains closed, but then you can open it, and then inside you can see the relic. So it's not going to be, the relic doesn't always have to be there, just in case you don't want people seeing what's inside. But you yourself can open it. You yourself can open it and have the relic be visible to you when you want. There you go. I am doing my best.
Sam is just trying to create things that he wants in his own home.
Yes. Don't worry, guys. I got you. I'm doing what needs to be done. Don't worry. The Mushoku Tensei figure isn't coming out soon. It's just an early stage design. But, yeah.
That's why he's so excited. But nothing is set in stone.
Nothing is set in stone.
You just got a very excited weeb on your hands.
Yes. But I am cooking. I am trying my best to cook for you guys. Don't you worry. Sized according to fit Roxy. Yes, it will be scaled in a way that makes it seem like it fits the Roxy that's on the figure. So don't you worry.
Oh my gosh, why doesn't Mugen just sell panties?
What?
Is that like going too far? You could sell a relic.
Okay, there's no. That's not.
That's not good for the
That's,
brand.
no, that's not. That's just not. That wouldn't even sell.
You
That's
think?
like you sell panties calling them a relic, but no one's gonna buy it because it's not actually the relic.
Yeah, but it's like a version.
No, it's what? It's just white panties. Why would a guy buy? Why would any person buy white
That's
panties?
true. Yeah. Well, maybe for their girlfriend.
No. Okay. Okay. Kat and her business ideas.
It doesn't fit the brand. It doesn't fit the brand.
All right. So just to recap, these are the chase cards that we got today. The nice SRs or the nice SRs and RRs. Thanks again to Bushy Road. These are some actually pretty nice quality cards. The art on them is very, very, very beautiful. But yeah, as I said, if you want your own, feel free to check out the shops that are closest to you. You can find them using the link in the description. But I think that's where I'm going to call it for YouTube. I'm just going to talk to Twitch for a little bit longer. But I will be streaming again on Twitch next week. I stream there pretty much every week. So if you had fun here, then yeah, come hang out next week on Twitch too. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me today. I'll catch you guys next week or at the next video.
Bye, everyone. See you next week.
Yep.